chaos unfurl. The energy's electric, the passion's on fire. Kicking out podcasts, taking higher and higher.
What's up, Kicking Out Podcast Nation? It's Sunday. It's June 2nd, 2024. Hard to believe we're in June already, almost halfway through 2024, but here we are. I'm Tanner Lee, still after Double or Nothing.
Shut up. Shut up.
Champion.
You're a cheater. We all know it. Our guests even know this, Tanner.
I've been thinking about this all week. The only reason he's still champion is because he doesn't bring us on.
Yeah, true. There we go.
That is a true statement. That is a true statement.
Yeah, he's a cheater.
He figured you guys out, but he ain't figured us out yet.
No.
Well, see, what he does is he goes, all right, Paul Shep, you guys go first, give your picks, and then he goes, no, we'll go with this one. We'll go with that one. He picks his as we're going.
I guess that for Door, then I got to go first every match. So
you best bet you are.
All right. But
there you go.
Still the champ, and of course that is Paul Zartman, the unwise man. Even though his lower third says a new era has begun, so whatever that means. And joining us, two special guests. We've been pumped about this for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Two of our buddies from Between Two Beards, Pluggo and JPJ. Fellas, what's going on? Excited to have you on tonight.
Yeah, very pumped to be here. Very excited. Once we found out this was happening. Yeah, like you said, for a few weeks, I've been looking forward to it. So I'm excited to be here, start chopping it up a little bit. So,
I'm just glad Big Star JPJ was available tonight. It would have been awkward with just one beer.
So it's a rare occasion. So,
when both beards are going.
We got to run in from our third here.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There we go. There we go. Full house now.
Nice you to join us.
Welcome.
It's been a long day.
Hey, Shep, where am I from?
Oh, boy.
What city am I from?
Canada.
No.
I have no idea.
That's Majin that's from Canada. Come on, Shep.
Well, to be fair,
Wait a minute. Hold on.
The website that we work for is based out of Canada, so when we ask people that question in general, 80% of the time they say Canada because they just assume.
Shep knew.
Yeah, I know that he's heard about 4 or 5 times.
Hold on. In my defense, little fuzzy on these podcast boys. I'm not gonna lie. So it's like South Bend, Mishawaka, right? Maybe?
There we go. All
right.
Represent.
That was my second guess. Fucking Notre Dame. God.
Wow, I thought I was going to be the one sending us to the explicit first. It's Shep.
Yeah.
3.5 minutes in.
If this was my show, it would have been me.
Hey, when Notre Dame USC play together, I root for USC.
Well, let me guess who wins all those games. USC, because Notre Dame hasn't won a big game in their life. So, it is what it is.
Wow.
I like this guy.
It is what it is. It's okay. It's
all right.
Hey, look, I love teams that look really good when they play crap competition all year, and because people have been loving them for hundreds of years, they're always in the top 4, and then they get blown out by 30 when the important stuff happens. I love games. Don't you love teams like that? I love them. They make me very excited.
They do, actually.
Nobody can complain about his statement there.
Yeah.
I'm just ragging on Pluggo because he's going to tell me every day for the next
really on fire lately, too. Every year.
Yeah. Pluggo's going to be yelling at me for a week about
that's okay. Hey, with
the
the new portal, give them 5 years. They'll spend more money than anybody. They'll buy a national championship. We'll move it on.
But now they're going to what, 8 teams now or 12? So they're going to get in every year no matter what, even if whatever.
12 and then 14 in 2 years.
Somebody's got to buy their way in, right? Him drinking that smart water makes me. I'll be right.
Somebody's got to.
Oh, see, he wasn't even ready. I couldn't ask him what he was drinking.
I had the graphic ready.
I know. But while he's gone, JPJ, I noticed you got a little bit of a logo there behind your head. Is that a specific Transformers style logo?
It is kind of, yeah. It came with the chair, though. It came with the chair.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's the actual chair's company logo, but it's a nice little neck rest for.
All right.
Yeah. So I don't get me wrong. I am a nerd. I knew what you were referring to, obviously.
I'm glad.
That just came with the chair. That just came with the chair. So
Nobody else would have gotten that, so at least somebody got that.
yeah.
Who invited these?
What's he
nerds?
doing?
Steven Chambers in the chat says he's got a
He's popping
sleeper
open.
team
That's a
for
bottle.
everybody. Ole Miss.
He's popping open a bottle. That's a bottle.
Shit goes hard on this podcast.
Oh, he does.
This
He
is
does.
this is a special one, boys.
Oh, it's got a glass and everything.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. Hey, Shep, let me ask the question before you start, wearing ceased and desist shirts and drinking here.
You know what? I shouldn't be wearing this shirt, but if she watches this, fuck her. She can sue me. I'll fucking bitch slap her all day long. Anyways, that's a whole other topic, boys. Let's have some fun.
So, Shep, what are we drinking?
Oh. All right, boys. I got this shipped in from Australia. You're going to laugh at me, right?
Australia.
Ooh.
I got it shipped in from Australia. It's called Fortaleza. I'm pretty sure on the second or third official Dax Harwood podcast, he drank this. You can't get it in the States. Let me rephrase this. You can, but nobody wants to sell it to you, blah, blah, blah. So I have some contacts in Australia because of sprint car racing. Makes absolutely no sense how I got this. Anyways, I got a bottle shipped to me. I have not cracked it. Again, 100% agave, no additives. It has some freaking signature, like hand signature on the back. But anyways, Fortaleza Añejo. Here we go.
It's like
Tequila?
$10,000 right
It's
there.
tequila, right?
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, it was Dax, right? It's tequila.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Cheers.
What if it's awful?
I mean, I don't think
It won't be the first time he's drank something awful.
yeah, it's true. It's true.
He
Ric
did
Flair
have
Woo
some
Energy drinks.
Woo
He didn't like
Energy.
those.
It's got to be better than Ooh Energy. All right, cheers, boys. Here we go. Fortaleza, 100% the agave, estate raised. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Estate
Here we go.
raised.
Here we go.
Oh, there it is. Moment of truth.
As he takes the drink.
Disappointment or excitement, or did he just
I think he just died.
did he just go from 6 to midnight?
I think that was an approval. That was an approval. Look. Like very good. Like best
That
I've ever
should
had.
not.
Look.
That should be illegal.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Well, there's a reason, it's hard to get in the States.
It's not that expensive though. It's not like. Hold on. Second try.
There's
It's
probably
past.
an ingredient in there that you can only get in Australia.
Probably.
Yeah.
So that's why the states are like, "Fuck you! You're not bringing that over here. We can't make it over here and you make money. Go to hell. Go to hell." That's what I meant. That's what the states did there.
9.9 out of 10.
Wow.
Whoa!
What? Oh, can I ask what is preventing
Wow.
it from just being a perfect 10?
Yeah. What's the
What is the one sliver that is
nothing.
preventing it from being a 10?
It's not American.
Your soul almost left your body, man. That first sip, I saw it.
I've never seen a face come on screen
Third
before.
sip. Third sip. 10. It's coming. Coming. 10. He knows.
Okay, 10. It's a freaking 10. It doesn't
Yeah,
even
he can-
burn. It doesn't
He
even
cannot
burn.
find a single thing wrong with this.
I get it. I think he did the 9.9 just in case he meets something better down the road, but you can
Oh
have
my
more than
God.
110, man. You know?
Yeah.
That puts my
So-
Kroger seltzer water to shame here.
No, I've had like some Clase Azul out in Vegas, and I think we've talked about it before on the show. And it's good tequila. Don't get me wrong, it's good tequila, but it still has a little bit of a bite to the end. This is like I could pour a whole nother glass and drink it.
That's a sipping tequila.
Oh yeah, if somebody put this like mixed it with a margarita, they should like go to the electric
You don't
chair.
shoot that. You're not going to shoot it. You're going to sit.
Yeah.
You're going to enjoy that. You know?
Holy shnikes. This is dangerous. Fortaleza. Fortaleza. This stuff.
Alrighty.
And you said it was
is-
affordable. It wasn't crazy expensive.
No. Under $100.
Okay.
All right.
No.
Yeah.
Holy yeah. Oh boy. All right, boys. I'm done drinking that for the night. I have to be. I'm gonna go make a toddy here in a minute, and once Tanner gets going here, we'll get back to the normal regular scheduled program. But
Wait, there's a normal schedule here, Shep?
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a
oh,
swim.
come on.
So it's
Yeah,
weird.
normally it's, we make it at least 10 minutes before the first F-bomb drops, and you're out here dropping it a minute and a half after you got on.
Yeah.
I'm an overachiever, boys.
Yeah, something like
fair.
that. Except
I
you
might
got
have to
last
try
in
harder.
you got last in our Double or Nothing predictions. So.
There we go. So, see you later.
Tanner, you're not making very many friends, my guy.
I'm not.
No.
Again, it's because you didn't challenge the beards. I think we need to issue an open challenge, JPJ.
Ooh.
I'm always down for a fight.
That might
I'm
have to
always
happen.
down for a fight.
If
Forbidden
he's
door.
too scared to do it on his home turf, we'll do it on beards. We'll do some.
Yeah, I'm
We'll
always
come
down.
up with some ranking system for points. We'll make our own championship.
Just
Tanner.
follow the rankings better than AEW does, please.
Well, no.
Non-existent.
Yeah, what are you talking
Hey,
about?
they showed us a photo of him like 2.5 months ago.
No,
It's
they
fine.
mentioned him. They mentioned him on Collision.
Yeah, I missed it. I missed that. They did though. That's good. That's nice.
Mentioned them.
All right.
Yeah, I mentioned them.
Weird.
So-
Cool.
Well, while we're waiting for Shep to get back,
You just
boys,
quit the show.
it happens. Paul knows.
I hear
always,
drinks slamming around back there.
always throw some wrestling on the TV behind me here. Since you guys are our guests, I'm going to let you pick what I'm putting on behind me. It's got to be something on the Peacock, of course, because that's what the network's on. But whatever you guys want me to put
JPJ.
on.
I'm gonna go NXT Black and Gold.
Okay.
Why don't we go take over Dallas?
All right.
Ooh.
That was my first. I was there. So
No, I thought you were doing like take over Boston.
they did not have a takeover in Boston.
Didn't they? I could have swore they did.
No.
No?
The first ever house show that NXT did in Boston, though, was the night that Finn
Okay.
Balor lost the title to Samoa Joe. So that was
Okay.
pretty wild. That was in the building. That shit was wild.
I was gonna say I couldn't remember you telling me about
no.
being at an NXT
I
takeover.
went to a couple Black and Gold takeovers. I went to this one in Dallas. I went to the one in New York where Adam Cole and Gargano was 2 out of 3. And then I went to the one the next month in Connecticut where Adam Cole won the title. So
Hey, look at that now, forever, always.
yeah, no, that's the old one. Now they got the new
old-
fancy one.
the old
with
intro,
Triple H
yeah.
saying-
Dude, the new one is cool.
I like the new one. I think today is the 10-year anniversary. I know this isn't AEW, but like today's the 10-year anniversary of the Shield breaking up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That happened in
Seth
Gamebridge.
Rollins. Yeah.
Gamebridge Fieldhouse, where the Pacers play. Oh
Yeah.
shoot, I brought that
Oh,
up.
by the way,
I was there for their debut.
how'd that go for the Pacers? Without yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're outnumbered here, boys.
Fuck Austin.
Are you a Boston
Actually, I
fan?
think I'm outnumbered here. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that's going to be rooting for Boston teams around.
I might just, if you guys are cool with it for the next, however long this podcast goes, just periodically go, fuck Boston.
I'm used
I'm
to
good
it.
with it.
Everybody
Okay.
that comes across,
Sounds
that's
about
my
right.
my least favorite thing. Hell, you like sports? Yeah,
I-
where are you from? And I'm just like, here we go. The second I say Boston, everyone's going to be like,
All right, JPJ, I got one for you. A little bit worse than that. Every time I say I'm a Cleveland fan, they go, "Oh."
yeah, it's fair.
I don't. No other response is just, "Oh."
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's gross.
that's because
That's
people feel
because
bad
we-
for you.
Yeah, we don't have any comebacks. We don't want to make
Yeah.
you feel bad.
People feel bad for you, so they're like, "Oh, Cleveland, huh?"
Oh, poor baby. What
Me?
happened?
Yeah.
Oh,
Saw
everyone-
this guy.
You
Saw
saw
a guy
did
today
parents
wearing
even
a
love you?
And I'm speaking this in like a sports realm, but for me, once I say I'm from Boston, everybody hates me. Immediate. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah. I'm the
Mr.
only
Boston
one.
in here with all his, and I'm like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. But like,
I'm the only one that looks like, you're all right.
it's a limited
Yeah.
it's a limited thing though, because they're doing it in the UFC thing, right? It's a smaller, it's only like right?
Hey, if you go back to the day, Boston,
I think so.
you fucked the Athletic A's and Billy Bean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But then we lost to Aaron Boone. Schmuck.
that's true.
We lost to this guy. I didn't go to school the next day. I didn't go to school the next day. Hit that home run. That's how distraught I was. I woke up. I went, "Mom, I'm not going." She said,
Fever
"What?"
pitches
I was in
and
high school, by the way. Like I
autobiography.
wasn't young.
Okay.
I wasn't young. I was in high school. I'm like, I'm not going to school. And she's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. But it
We've all been there. We've all
Yeah.
been there.
was sad as
We've all
hell.
been there.
Anyway,
But fellas, AEW had a pretty nice little pay-per-view last Sunday, Double or Nothing, the 5th year anniversary. AEW, the 6th Double or Nothing, though. What'd you guys think of the show? What were your big takeaways from the show?
We'll let the guests go first.
Yes.
I'll go. You
I
wanna go?
like them, so
You go.
Oh, I was waiting because Chef had his hand up. I thought he was going to say
I thought he was
something
gonna.
No, I was giving it.
Did you watch on Thursday, Tanner? You already
Yeah,
know
well, I tuned in for a little bit. Yeah.
They
So-
lit a guy on fucking fire with a flamethrower, and then he still managed to get the pin victory over the greatest professional wrestler on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
What?
He's got a point. He's got
I'm
a
still
point.
not over it. I still don't even know if I hate. I don't think I hate it. I actually love it.
No, I think it was the right decision.
What?
Yeah, it was. And then you hang a half dead man by his toes and super kick him in the face.
He has a busted face. And you're like, let's just hang him upside down and let all of that blood that still hasn't figured itself out just drip to that guy's head. His head should have exploded.
Yeah.
God, Double or Nothing was good. Fucking
It
wrestling.
was very good. It was very good. I mean, for me, MJF, man. That's the thing that, I know the matches were great.
Sure.
Roderick and Ospreay was an incredible opener. And I actually, dumb decision or not, I actually was really enjoying Edge and Malachi Black. Yep. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And he was able to finish. Like, it was fine. Like, it seemed, I really enjoyed that match until, obviously, that was a scary moment. Like, what are you doing? And he's obviously hurt, and that's bummed out. Now,
I think he bailed out. Do you guys think that? Like, on the jump? I think
absolutely.
he just got... He changed his mind when he jumped, and he bailed out. And then
had to.
It looked like he either decided, like, when he got up there, oh, shit, I made a mistake, or he's like, maybe I'm going to switch to what I wanted to do initially, and then, like... Because there's no chance in hell that a veteran of that caliber...
He's going to land on his leg.
I was literally just going to say, like, this is Adam Copeland we're talking about. It's not a guy that's been wrestling for 2 years. Like, he's been doing this shit for 30 years. Like, he knows better. I disagree. I thought that match ruled, Steven. I thought Willow and Mercedes was very good.
Yeah, she reminded everybody she can absolutely go. I mean, we all knew it. But.
Yes.
I hate to admit that I enjoyed that match, and Mercedes did a good job.
I get it. She's very divisive, but I thought it ruled.
I can't stand her, though.
I know Paul can't stand her, and it was a great match. But I think the denominator here is Willow. I think Willow is got a absolute unlimited future in front of her.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. And like, for me, right? And I get it. Like, a lot of people are complaining, like, "Oh my God, they gave her the title right away. First thing. What about Willow? Willow's great." And it's like, she is great. And I go, you know what's going to be even better? When Mercedes ain't holding the TBS title for a long time. She is world title caliber. She, in my opinion, the biggest signing in the history of AEW. Okay, that's how I feel. So for me, when Willow beats Mercedes, because she will be the one that beats Mercedes for the TBS title in a rematch, Willow is going to be an even bigger star than she is now. Because this feud, I think, made her a star. Her promos leading into it, she elevated herself in leading up to this. And now she's going to go have her feud with Statlander. And then when she wins that feud, she's going to circle back to Mercedes again. And she's going to beat Mercedes for the TBS title, because Mercedes is going to go for the World Women's title. And then Willow is a bigger star than she is right now. And I think the people that are upset that she lost the title will not be upset anymore. I think, personally. I feel like that's what happens.
Tony needs to give JPJ the pencil on this one.
I mean,
I just think that's
I agree with him 100%. That's the thing.
Picks and all the safe decisions, and not light people on fire with fucking flamethrowers. So give me the pencil too, so we can at least have some chaos.
AEW is the world where all that can happen. You can have that happen in the same show.
That's true.
You can have that all happen in the same match.
Yeah.
By the way, it's super weird not seeing Mrs. Pluggo in the chat.
She just said hello.
She just said hello.
But that's her shoot.
Oh,
that's her government name.
Oh, yeah, this is the shoot name.
That's her government name.
That's her government name, Chef.
Government name right here.
We lost Shep. Shep quit.
MJF, for me, MJF. I mean, that was the thing. There were rumors leading up to it. I agree with that, yeah. There were rumors leading up to it, but I thought the way they did it with Adam Cole and the video and then him coming, I thought his promo was A+. That's kind of what stuck out to me. I know he wasn't on Dynamite this week. He's coming next week, but that MJF coming back, like, that's a shot in the arm. He was missed.
Oh yeah,
Oh
big
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Big time.
And one of the things I've got to say is I may not be holding that pretty gold belt that Tanner cheated to win, but let's not forget, Tanner, I had 2 bold predictions and both of them were correct.
Yeah, Logan.
Pluggo says, "Get out of here."
Now you got to remind me of one of yours, Paul. I know you predicted MJF coming back. What was the other prediction?
Statlander turning.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Which she has killed it this week. We'll talk about it.
A couple really good promos from her.
Awesome. But dude, MJF rules, and having him back,
And the Triple H jean jacket.
I guess we'll find out Wednesday. Yeah, I guess we'll find out Wednesday what his like intentions are, what his plan is. I don't know if you go MJF Swerve right away, or you just let him.
He goes through the Undisputed Kingdom.
Yep, he's got to.
Destroys. I want to see.
He's got the history with Wardlow and the tag. Yeah, you just go right through them, and then by the time you get to that, whoever the world champ is, MJF, right there.
Yeah, and Tanner, you and I kind of talked about this with. I don't remember if I think it was just in text. I don't think it was on the podcast last week. You said something about what do you do with the Undisputed Kingdom if Roddy drops the title, and I said then MJF.
Mm-hmm.
You have him come back. He just starts working his way through all the people who screwed him over, minus Samoa Joe, since they're doing other shit with him that I'm not too sure I'm going to enjoy. But, hey, we're here for it. And then you put him back in the world title picture.
I agree. I think.
Did you guys catch, though, that they Roosh brought up MJF in a promo? So we got to get a little program with Roosh and MJF. That'd be interesting. That's kind of off the wall, but...
I mean,
it'll be good. It doesn't make sense, but it'll be good.
Money back in the day to beat up somebody, though.
Yes.
So yeah, there you go. You can tie it back that way.
Yeah.
Maybe the check didn't clear.
I assume it's probably his return match. They don't want to just probably throw him in there with a nobody. Roosh is a guy that can give him a good match, show that MJF is back, ready to go, because MJF's great in the ring too. And he beats somebody where like nobody's going to give a shit that Roosh lost the match to MJF. Sure. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's probably the way they're thinking. It's a kind of they can promote it as a big time match for MJF's big return against a viable opponent, even though there's no way in hell MJF ain't winning.
Yeah, but it's awesome to see him back. He got a heck of a pop. In Vegas. It was cool how they did it with, like you said, with Adam Cole coming out in the video package and everything. Very well done. AEW does a good job with that stuff when it comes to returns. So, but Steven Chambers,
pre-program production, not live production, pre-program production is okay.
They had a few snafus on Wednesday night with the live production.
A few.
They left Excalibur out to dry a couple times.
Oh, they sure did. They sure did
on the match reads. But
I can't remember who said it, but I saw on Twitter somebody just went, "Well, that Dynamite happened."
Yeah, that was.
I was like, "That's okay."
It was there. Steven Chambers said that we need Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter to come back to spice things up in the women's division. I agree. I know Hayter's status. I know Sean Ross Sapp Fightful said he hasn't really been told anything as far as when she's returning. But Britt Baker, I think she's got to be pretty close.
Remind me what injury she was out on.
I don't think it's ever been specified, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Or at least I don't remember it being specified. I don't know.
If they don't talk about it, I feel like it's immediately concussions.
It could be. That's probably a fair assumption.
They don't talk about it.
Yeah,
I don't know if it could have been concussions though, because she did go out there injured and let Toni Storm beat the brakes off of her to win the title. So I don't know. Maybe you could. I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
My thing is, like, I have a feeling that, like, Britt has been ready to go. That's kind of what a lot of the verbiage from certain people that I follow have said is, like, she's ready. Like, they know she's ready. They just don't. I don't know. I was under. Don't get me wrong. I liked how they did the Mercedes things. I think 2 months was a little bit too long. Whether she was healthy, if she's not healthy, fine, but whatever. But I thought Britt Baker would have been a perfect first opponent for Mercedes. I actually wanted Britt Baker's music to hit after she. Obviously, they did this. They were running the Statlander angle, so they didn't.
Right.
But I thought it would have been great if they weren't doing that. If Mercedes won the title, was celebrating, and then you heard Britt Baker's music at Double or Nothing, and she came out, and that would have been cool, and it would have been like, okay, here we go, you know. But they obviously had a different angle, which I think is going to be a great angle anyway with Willow and Statlander and everything up there. But
absolutely. Well, on Dynamite on Wednesday, we saw Mercedes open the show, coming out to celebrate her TBS championship. And in the process, we found out who attacked Mercedes a month or so ago. Ends up being a lady that Paul has interviewed, Sky Blue.
Yeah.
But why?
So does that mean that Sky Blue attacked Willow too, though?
That's
Because they
kinda
both
how
got
I-
attacked the same way, and I thought it was going to be Statlander that
I
did
did
them
too.
both.
Yeah.
But
I was thinking that as well.
yeah, I don't know.
No disrespect to Sky Blue, but why? Because
Yeah,
they
and
did it for
also
Noah, but she did
and
it
they
for
also
Julia, right? Wasn't that the thing?
they paid it off that night.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we're going to try to pop a rating here in the second hour. We're going to throw Mercedes in on the show to wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that was probably supposed to be Julia that attacked her, and Julia's hurt. So
Yes.
yeah,
That would
they
make
have
sense.
bigger ideas for her, so they're like, we can do the Sky Blue thing in one show, and then we can move on to something else. No offense, I have no problem with Sky Blue. I like Sky Blue.
Right.
Again,
but,
big
yeah.
future
levels.
in front of her, but
Yeah.
it's just not.
We did
Yeah.
though. I think we're glossing over that. I mean, and all of what we just said is true or not, but we did get the yo Mercedes, I'm up here.
Yeah.
Yo Jinder Mahal,
Yeah.
Jinder Randy, I'm up here.
Yep, we did.
Oh,
Great
Jinder.
callback from Sky Blue there. Well done. I am a sucker for a yo, I'm up here.
Yeah.
We know.
If you can't see me on the big Tron.
It's
yeah,
500
but,
feet long. What are you talking about?
but I saw some people, of course, on the IWC all upset that didn't start Dynamite off with a match or MGF coming out or anything. But hey, you're paying Mercedes more money than any female had in wrestling history.
Well, until Becky Lynch
She
signed.
won a title.
No, God,
Whoa,
no.
Whoa.
No.
Oh, Becky's gonna get paid.
Becky, yeah.
We're not
Becky's
saying
get-
AEW, Paul.
No,
WWE,
she's not. I don't know.
She's gonna
I'm
get
not.
paid,
Yeah,
man.
I don't think she's
Yeah, I
going
just
to
said she's
AEW.
getting paid.
I don't think she's going to AEW, but
Oh,
she's
you-
getting
no.
Mercedes
Crazier
money.
things
She's
have
getting
happened.
Mercedes money, 100%.
I wish more people lived in
If
the
I was
20s.
WWE, I would just go, hey, Becky, here's a blank check. Just write whatever you want down, and I will give it to you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure doing business.
Nope,
But-
she's coming. She's showing
100%.
up. Forbidden door.
Pluggo always roots for the most absurd, chaotic thing that could ever happen to happen. So
That's not
okay.
even. That's not even that absurd or chaotic. That is just like if you're Tony Khan and you're willing to give Mercedes 10.
Oh, you're gonna call.
You're telling me Becky ain't worth 12.
I'm not telling you no. I think Becky's worth whatever the hell she
And
wants.
are you telling me that she wouldn't at least entertain the idea?
I think
of
she would
taking
take the
12?
phone call, but I
Because they
think at the
ain't
end of the
paid-
day,
everybody
I don't think she
needs-
would go to AEW.
Yeah.
Her husband works in WWE.
Oh, what? Buddy
She can-
Matthews, Ray Ripley works in
Nah,
WWE.
It's different.
Not
It's
different. How is it different?
I think it's a different scenario.
This is not the show that we need to be yelling on, but this is.
All right.
She
All
was
right.
she was on Ariel Helwani, and he brought up the contract status, and she basically, without saying no, but she said no, she would never leave WWE, whether she wrestled for him or not. But we've seen in any sports, I don't care if it's baseball, football, golf, especially golf nowadays, as Tanner would agree with me. When you throw the $100 bills down, you know what I mean? Money talks and bullshit walks.
Yeah.
Why hasn't she just resigned then?
I think she wants. Well, Seth's hurt, right?
Yeah.
He's taking some time off. I think they want to take some time off. They have a young daughter, and then when he comes back, I think she will entertain it.
Yeah.
If she comes back to WWE and says, "Hey, what's my options?" and if any normal human would do her due diligence and say, "Hey, I can get X here.
Oh yeah.
What can I get over here? Make it
I
worth
don't
my
disagree.
while."
That makes sense.
I'm not
That's
saying
what
she's
I'm saying.
I'm
just
not saying
why
she's not going to pick up the phone when Tony calls.
People
but
are
I
like,
just-
"Hey, she's taking a leave of absence." You do that when you're under contract. The WWE, all Becky has to do is go, I need 4 months to just recuperate. And WWE go, okay, here you go. But they haven't re-signed her, and she hasn't re-signed. So it's not that absurd. It's absurd on the surface, but it's not that absurd that she wouldn't go there.
It's funny. It's funny. Right over the left ear pod of Pluggo is the man.
Yeah, I love Becky Lynch. She's my favorite.
You can see that. It's funny.
It's my favorite.
But hey, and if you're a WWE diehard talent, and you see some of the shit Tony Khan does and what happens in AEW, and you're sitting at home drinking a lovely cocktail on a Sunday, and you see Tony Khan come across your screen, some of those guys might say, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
But they also might go, I can change him.
That's true.
Yeah, well, I think
I'm the game changer here.
Yeah, and I think the thing, and I know WWE's gotten better at it with the house shows, and Triple H has made comments about it, but the schedule. The schedule is the thing. If I can make equally, if not more money over there and work 1 day a week,
say 2 days a week.
Yeah, maybe 2 if
maybe
they want
2 at
Saturday.
most.
Maybe 2 pay-per-view week, maybe 3, whatever. Yeah. But minimal schedule compared to WWE, where they're on the road still like 3 or 4 days a week over there. And it's like, I know Triple H had those comments a few months ago about it, but I mean, if WWE is going to offer me $12 million for 150 dates, and AEW is going to offer me $10 million for 50 dates, I know $2 million is $2 million. You got to make the decision that's best for you. But bro, 100 extra times I can be home. Yeah.
Well, hey, JPJ. When you said that, you misspoke one thing. You said bro, not bruv.
Bruv.
Yeah, bro.
Bruv.
Speaking of the devil, how about that guy, huh?
Yeah.
That guy
is. God.
Bruv. Crap, man.
I will take those
dude.
dates.
Yeah, he is the dude.
So, Pluggo, if you like to pick the absurd things happening,
I do.
Chances, and these two, my idiot co-hosts always blow me shit for this one. One more than the other. Shep, you don't blow me as much shit as that fake champion we have.
I think I'm a nice guy.
Until I bring up this comment. Chances of Marty Scurll showing up in AEW.
You're fucking on high. You're on drugs.
I'm assuming that you're on the air of it will happen. I would be shocked.
I used to
even
think
I
it was
would be
gonna
shocked,
happen.
and I want it just. There's no way.
The juice ain't worth that squeeze, man. The juice is not worth that squeeze.
Not anymore. Now, 4.5 years ago, I was all for him, and these two still told me it ain't happening.
I thought
it
it was a
didn't,
done
but
deal with them, but not now.
I haven't been involved that damn long, have I?
No.
no.
3 years.
Okay, thank you.
2 years. I don't know.
But there's a guy that goes really close with Marty Squirrel. Squirrel. I call him Squirrel.
I know you
saw
do.
that, didn't you?
It pops me every time.
I like it. I have a speech impediment, guys. Make fun of me. Anyways, Flip Gordon. They have never, ever tried to bring Flip in at all.
Book Flip.
Book Flip. Like, from the original Double or Nothing, or All In, or whatever the hell that was. All In. From the original the dude's been shoved to ROH and now CMLL. Like, they want no part of him, and I always thought that guy was super talented, super entertaining. So if Marty can't get in there,
I mean, they have guys on there that are better than both those guys that they don't use now.
Yeah,
I
Ricky Starks
agree.
at the top of the list.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like,
when's the last time you seen him?
My thing is,
he got concussed. Him and Big Bill.
Those two guys that you mentioned, both of you, they were super talented in ring guys, but I don't think it was the in ring stuff that is preventing them from getting those jobs. I think that nobody wants to work with them because of their characters, real life characters of who they are as humans.
There's something behind the screens.
Yes, and I think we live in a day and age now where we're getting to the point. I don't think we're always there. We're there yet, but we're getting to the point where, like, let's face it, you can't be an asshole and have a job anymore. In a lot of realms, like, you have to somewhat be a good human being that people want to be around to also maintain a level of. And I'm talking like,
yeah, Logan.
No, come on. Oh, is that the kid? Did you just say that the kid?
Yeah.
It's all right. I talk shit about Pluggo's kids before our show every week. Every week I talk.
I mentioned somebody else's kids, and he's like, "Whoa,
like, what are you doing yelling at a kid for?
The
Pluggo?
children of the future."
Thursday, I'll be like, get that kid upstairs. Jesus.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, no, I scold.
To be fair, though, he does come down here pre-show.
Just chaos. All of a sudden, he comes down there yelling, knocking shit off the show. I'm like, get the kid out of here. Get him. Come on.
Like playing with Dad's toys.
Let's have some decorum.
So hey, I was a little late to the podcast. I was throwing a 4-year-old birthday party today in my,
all right.
my
So,
house.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's been a long day, boys. Trust me. Anyway, I don't know the history here. So Pluggo, you're in South Bend, Mishawaka. JPJ, you're out on the East Coast, right?
I'm about 30 minutes from Boston. Yeah.
How the hell did you two get connected?
So yeah, I mean, it was really happens. Yeah, so I've been working with Love Wrestling. That's where our show is, and all we do a lot of stuff. Tanner, you've been on our show a few times. For Love Wrestling, they're based out of Canada, oddly enough, Edmonton, Alberta. I was on a trivia show. I answered a trivia question right on Twitter. They reached out to me, said, "You want to be on the show?" I said, "Yep." Did the show. They kind of sent me a thank you message after the show, and I was like, you know what? I've been watching wrestling for 30 years. I love talking. I'm going to shoot my shot. And I just kind of did it as like, hey, if you ever need a guest on like for a pick show or something, like remember me. And then Spencer, who runs Spencer Love, he runs Love Wrestling. He was like, hey, let's have a Zoom call, because this was 2021, so COVID was still very much happening. We had a Zoom call, and then he was like, hey, we want new content, guys. Why don't you come work for the site? So I was like, all right. So I was kind of hanging around, popping on shows, and then it was WrestleMania week. We wanted to get more people on. We wanted to have shows every week. And I think Pluggo and I ended up on the same, I think it was night 1 of Mania in 2021. Yeah. We ended up on the same reaction show. Well, there was like 5 or 6 of us, so there were a lot of people on there, but like even in the small time, I thought he was cute. And then like even in the small times that like we were chatting with each other, I was like, I like this guy's vibe. Like I felt like if I knew him in real life, we would be friends. Like that's how I felt. Like the same kind of music, around the same age, not that age matters, but like around the same age. Like we liked a lot of the same things in wrestling. So I just shot him a text and I was like, hey man, that was a lot of fun. If you have any ideas of a show, like let me know. I'd love to do something with you. And then we chatted for a few weeks. We came up with the name Between Two Beards. We were like, we're going to talk about wrestling, but we don't want to be pigeonholed to talking about wrestling. We want to do it our way, talk about we're big time football guys. We like basketball. We like all sports. So like, yeah, we're a wrestling show, but if you watch our show, you'll realize like, yeah, we do talk about wrestling every week and we know our shit about wrestling, but we are not a wrestling show.
He knows his shit. I just show up.
But that's how it happened.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, we just ended up on a review show. Yeah. I liked the vibe. I was like, hey, man, I don't know if you were feeling it too, but I was feeling a certain way.
And now
in
3
my
years
belly,
later,
I had those butterflies. I was like, ooh, who's this guy?
Oh,
and I was like, let's go. And
I ghosted him for like a week.
Yeah, he did. The bitch.
I felt terrible because like he's like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'd love to work with you. I had no idea what we were gonna do.
And like, I'm one of those guys. Like,
and I just hit him up and I said, hey, listen, here's what I got.
Yeah,
I want to do a wrestling show, but not a wrestling show. If that makes sense. I
think that's how Pluggo and I work, because like I come up with good ideas, but I'm not one of those people that like just comes up with a million ideas and throws them at the wall. But my strength is if you give me an idea, we're gonna make the idea really, really good. Like we can mold it. You know, I can mold an idea better than create an idea, I feel like. And Pluggo is one of those dudes that just is constantly like, oh, we should do this, we should do that, we should do this, we should do that. And I'm like, okay, yes, but what if we do it this? Like, what if we do it like this? And then it's like, oh shit, all right, let's go. And then we just kind of vibe.
So Pluggo's your Triple H, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I'm the Shawn Michaels. Is that what we're talking about here? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well,
But no, like
No, I just have this really obnoxious habit of like I constantly am thinking of
Yeah,
this,
like, he's-
dumbest thing.
yeah,
And I'm like, hey man,
but with like not the dumbest things, but like respectfully the dumb, like not
yeah,
like
respectfully,
yeah,
like,
but
like, what if we did like what if we had? I said like one of our biggest episodes and our biggest moments was like I was like, what if we had Sean Ross Sapp come on the show
Yeah.
and not talk about wrestling?
Yeah.
And he goes, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I go, what if we asked him on and talked about he likes the Cincinnati Bengals or like the Reds or something?
Reds. Mhm.
And you promote it as he's the biggest wrestling media person in the world. Come on, and he talks about nothing but anything else.
I love it. That would be great.
That's awesome.
and that's what we did.
Yeah.
Like we have our friend Mr. Warren Hayes. He's been on our show dozens of times, it feels like, but like it was a running gag that every time he came on the show, the first 5 or 10 minutes he was there, he would be talking about something educational.
The history of wrestling mats.
So the first one, he talked about the history of wrestling mats. Then he talked about how bottled water was invented. And then like all these things. And everyone's like, oh shit, they got Warren Hayes on? That's dope. And they're like, what the hell are you talking about water for? So
Well, we had
about
a-
Will Ospreay.
we
son
watched-
of a bitch.
we
You know, and
watched
then they get
Cool
angry. and then
Runnings as
you know.
an episode. We
Yeah.
watched along with Cool Runnings.
Cool Running's a great movie, by the way.
Yeah, we
Spencer
used to do.
said
We don't do them as much anymore, but we used to do drafts. So like, we'd have a 2-hour show. We talk about whatever we were going to talk about for 90 minutes or so, and then the last half hour would be a 1-on-1 5-round draft battle of whatever. We did cereals, fast food, wrestling themed ones, all sorts of stuff. That was like kind of our shtick when we started.
Mm-hmm.
Now we don't do that often. We just kind of have normal shows now, but like. That was our thing, and then we would like post the drafts, and the comments would be like, "Oh, team Pluggo." So it's like kind of just creating like
We should
not
do
like
that.
a draft. We probably should. Not like a draft is off the wall, but it was kind of like how do we differ? There's a bunch of at the time 2-3 years ago. I feel like there were even more, but there's a ton of wrestling podcasts, and a lot of them are really good.
And admittedly, we had a whole bunch on Love Wrestling at the time.
Yeah.
So
And
it was like, why do the same thing that they're doing?
Exactly.
Just
Like why not every wrestling show has to be the same format?
We keep
Even
a very open door policy too. Like we don't even know. You guys think we're joking? A lot of those run-ins weren't planned.
They
on
don't have. Yeah, we are starting the show with like, oh, it's just you and me,
And
then
then
all of a
14
sudden,
people
it's
show
boom,
up.
3
You're
people
like,
are in the
"Wait,
back
what?
waiting. We're like, all right, there we go. It's that
Who
type
gave
of
you?
show.
I'm like, who gave you the link? Who invited
Yeah,
you to this
like,
show?
Who did that? You know, but then it turns into kind of the chaotic beauty
Yeah,
that has
so
become kind of what we do.
We're a
So-
mess.
I feel like they trump our rabbit holes. Like I love rabbit holes. You guys know that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
I mean, I
guys-
feel like you guys probably do the rabbit hole thing more than we do, but we do love a rabbit hole. We do like, yeah, we do.
JPJ goes, all right, god damn it, back to the wrestling.
Yeah,
What
I
are
try
you
to
doing?
bring it back. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's-
We hear that quite a lot, but
we
that's
got that-
normally from Tanner, the douchebag.
Tanner, yep.
Hey, whoa.
Wow.
Hey,
Throwing
he's
darts.
just jealous.
Hated.
He's just jealous.
Is this
Oh,
NASCAR?
I'm
Is
just
this NASCAR
jealous.
We're talking about here?
Stephanie, I did
NASCAR race?
not see the race today. I had to throw a 4-year-old birthday party today.
A lot of
So
people turned left.
The only thing I saw
Yes.
Go
today
fast.
was
At a high
P-
speed.
the PGA Tour Canadian Open is the only thing I watched on television today. If you're
That
asking
lefty
me,
one. That
I'm
lefty
asking.
one, right?
I'm hoping you're saying this because Kyle Larson won today. So fill me in a little bit.
Fair enough.
So
That
Yeah, let
lefty
us
one,
know
right?
who won.
And
yeah,
the PGA?
Yeah, his
Yeah,
first
yeah, yeah.
career win, his 45th
Yeah, his
start.
dad was his caddy,
His
too.
dad
That's
was on
pretty
the
cool.
caddy.
That's
flew
pretty
his
cool.
dad in from Scotland. What a
Yeah, that's
great
pretty cool. That's
freaking
pretty cool.
story, man.
That's pretty
Larson
cool.
didn't win, Shep. Sorry.
Then why are you asking me?
Hendrick. All right.
I have no idea what these words
Yeah.
are.
I don't know. So there was a small part of my life where I paid attention. I'll see the highlights, but I don't know a lot of the drivers anymore. I still know the big guys that are there, but like I don't know like that guy. Never heard of him. Cindric, never heard of him.
Austin Cindric. A great first name, by the way.
Fair.
But
Fair.
last name.
Surprised he
yeah.
didn't get last today.
Wow. You're a little shithead.
And you thought, you see, now you understand why I'm being the way I am, Shep. Jeez. This guy thinks he's better than all of us. He thinks he's MJF or
I mean,
something.
he is the champ.
Yeah.
Thank you, JPJ.
I know you guys talked about this, but I don't know if you brought it up because my internet glitched out. MGF is freaking ripped. Showed up.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We
Sure
haven't
is.
seen him that ripped before.
No.
He's looking jacked. We did mention, but I love the Triple H thing that he did with the jean jacket. I thought that was
Do
cool.
you guys think that tattoo's fake?
No, it's real.
No.
I would assume it's real.
You can get some really nice, real-looking tattoos nowadays that fade off.
Well, I mean, you said really nice, so we're obviously not talking about the same tattoo. But
You didn't think it was a nice tattoo?
no. I mean, it was fine. Maybe
You want him to
the
get a
kid
whole
behind Paul
sleeve?
might have done it the way it looked. I don't know.
Hey,
It looked like a professional. It wasn't a good
His name is
professional that he
Logan.
went to.
Some respect on his
No
name.
offense. No offense. It looked a little.
he's young enough. He got a 10-year deal, paid a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
In 10 years, if he goes to Connecticut, because they paid him that much more money, his boot will cover that tattoo. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He was just following his idol with a not well-made tattoo. You know.
I mean, the American Nightmare smashed the throne, so
It is true. It
anything's
is true.
possible.
I have no problem with Cody's tattoo. I think it's a fine tattoo. I have a problem of where it is.
Yeah. I still never.
What are you
forget
doing, buddy?
Revolution
You were an
2020.
EVP when you made that
He put
decision,
his
bro.
neck on the line for him.
He was like, you know what? I'm in charge of this company. Where do I want
Right?
this? How about right here?
His neck
Right
is
here.
on the line.
So
Bet
hey,
on- no.
I can tell you guys this because my wife doesn't listen to this, right?
Oh.
I had a UPS box show up Wednesday,
Oh God.
and I couldn't remember what the hell I ordered. Right?
Yeah.
I opened it up. It was a pair of Air Force Ones painted in American Nightmare.
Nice.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you
Nice.
bought the Young Buck shoes.
No.
Yeah, I thought that.
So
yeah, I
at
thought
some point in time, I had a little too many libations, and I had ordered these damn shoes.
Not you,
already.
Shep.
And I looked in the website. It says 6 to 8 weeks. By the time you order them till they get there, it was that long. I completely forgot about them. So there's a closet like right over here in my little. This is my man cave. This is my pole barn. I don't even live in my house with my wife and kids. I do. It sounds bad. Obviously, I love my wife and kids. But this is like my hangout, and they're stuffed in a closet over here, so she doesn't see them.
Can we see him?
I'll go get them.
Pluggo.
Someone text his wife and tell him.
Let me one
Someone
thing.
text his wife and have her.
Michael said
Wrestling
consistently his
I
favorite
will
wrestling
not.
podcast. Yeah,
This
it
kid's
is.
talking crap about you, Pluggo. Pay attention.
EVPs.
What?
I don't know. He was calling you out, dude.
Say it again.
Listen here,
I will
Landon.
never respect my EVPs.
You should. You wouldn't have AEW without them. You wouldn't have AEW without Nicholas and Matthew Jackson. That's just a fact, son.
Do you mean Nick and Matt?
No, Nicholas and
Nicholas
Matthew.
and Matthew.
They're government
those are nice.
names. Those are dope. You don't know. You gotta understand. There's levels to this. Without them, we wouldn't have the whoever you like.
So this one says that wrestling has more than one royal family on
Heck
that
yeah.
side, and this shoe here. Let's see.
What size
Come
are
get
those?
your
man?
kid, Paul.
This
What?
one just says American Nightmare on the side.
What size are those? man?
These
Yeah.
are 11s. These are 11s. I can
I-
wear them. I can
Yeah, I'm
wear
an
'em.
11.
Yeah. Yeah. If you need to hide them, Shep, just send them away.
So, I don't have. Obviously, my kids are not in high school, but I guess nowadays in high school, if you buy Air Force Ones or Dunks, like in a fancy rare color,
Wow, that's
you're
good.
supposed to wear like triple socks and not like walk like a platypus, so you don't like give the creases.
Yeah, you don't
That's,
Really?
that's like the new thing. So like I showed these to a couple, and they're like, "Oh man, you got to wear like triple socks and walk like a platypus fat ass." And I'm like, "I'm already a fat ass, but I can't walk like a platypus." So, I
Triple
don't know.
socks
New
does not
culture
sound
is
fun.
weird, man, because it's like I don't want to wear them. Why?
That
Yeah.
does- yeah.
I don't think I'll wear these. Like, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll put them in the. I'm a display case, probably, right?
They're cool.
We
Yeah,
just
they
can't
are-
tell
they
my.
are
We
cool.
just can't tell my wife about them.
I wish I was in a position in life where I could order expensive shoes and totally forget I ordered them.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah, dude, it's baller.
It's vodka and Apple Pay combined together. Shit just
It works.
It
It works.
messes with you.
Sure does.
Like, oh, that's a great idea, Shep. Ooh, click, done. I'm done.
And Michael said
shit.
we're going to do a live event.
I could do that. I would love to have. Actually, I would love to have him signed and then literally put
That'd
him
be
away
cool.
for life. But
Yeah.
we'll worry about that down the road.
Yeah.
All right. Is this an AEW podcast or what?
Yeah,
Tanner?
we're getting back to Dynamite.
No.
We're getting back to Dynamite. We have the House of the Dragon match. You know how they do that every year, or some sort of whatever
Yeah,
programming that Turner wants them to push. This time it's the programming on Max. So we had Swerve, who successfully defended his title at Double or Nothing against Christian Cage. But he wasn't done with Christian's group yet. He had to go through Kill Switch. And he made pretty light work of the big man overall. But he got a piece of his hair.
Yes.
So
Why would you want that? Ugh.
hair for hair.
I know. I know in theory why you'd want it, but I bet that hair smells nasty. 65 million years old. Ain't
That's
no
good
way.
point.
There ain't no shampoo that's making that smell good.
He's got 2 degrees, though. Can't forget that. He's got 2 degrees.
This was an eliminator match,
And they're not head and shoulders.
or was this just a regular match?
I think it was just a regular match.
Okay.
Yeah, just a regular.
Yeah, just a
old-
regular match.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No, it was all right. It was.
Yeah, it was what it was. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
but the
yeah,
thing I
cutting the
wanted
hair.
all your guys' opinion on is the best part of Dynamite. The inaugural edition of TV Time with the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho.
Tanner.
What a brutal segment this was.
I should have known that was coming because you.
What a
kept
brutal
about it
segment
all
this was.
night.
Oof.
Oh man, yeah.
No, but that's the story. That's how they're supposed to do it. It's supposed to
I
be brutal.
actually was starting to do a 180
I was
on
too.
the on the, on
I
the
was
Tree of
too.
Jericho. Not saying I'm fully back
Full
to
Redwood.
anti, but this was a brutal segment. Oof.
It was terrible.
Real.
It was
bad.
not as brutal as Jay White's.
Okay.
Just saying.
But
When
he,
somebody from the crowd yells, "Who wrote this shit?" and the crowd pops over the
Yeah.
talent, oh man,
yeah.
it made me cringe. It really did. Sorry.
It's
this-
TV time.
Back to Tanner's Uncle Jericho though. Go ahead.
Whoa. But it didn't do much. I mean, Redwood. How about the Redwood name, Shep? You hate Big Bill's name as Big Bill. How about Redwood?
Big old Redwood. He stands 12,000 feet tall.
Oh my God.
Yep.
So you got that. He's calling his fans now bad apples.
Yeah.
You got Brian Keith.
I got all these branches out here.
You got Brian Keith now in the mix. Not really doing anything for him.
Uh-huh.
Got a
Bunch of people lined up to join the Learning Tree. They all want to sit under it, you know.
Not Hook. Not Pluggo's boy Hook.
Damn
Nope.
right. Guy has
He,
teeth.
he wanted a piece of Jericho. Now looks like he's forming a little nice partnership with Samoa Joe. That I like.
Yeah, I like that
Said
too.
That I
Hook.
like.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by that. That I like a lot.
Look, like it's Jericho. If we're gonna be, analytical about this, like it's Jericho. If anybody can make this work, it's him. But like, it's not it wouldn't be the worst decision in AEW history that like Jericho take a few months off and just like go away for a little while. Like I don't think it's gonna move the needle that much if he's not on TV. That segment sucked. Could have did something else. I don't know what we're doing here. All this effort for the FTW championship.
Which he changed it.
Yeah.
He calls it for the world.
For the world. 39
For the
days.
world.
The longest for the world champion.
Yeah.
I like how Taz though is always like, no, he's not. No, he's not. And they're like, whoa. And he's like, no. Taz is so pissed. He's like,
Oh, he's
fucking hate
shoot
it.
pissed.
Yeah.
Well,
that's great.
if you're in Taz's spot, if you go back to his ECW days, they're shitting on his belt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's creative for him.
There's no replica. And I guess supposedly Jericho
No.
didn't ask permission to put the nameplate on there like he did or anything. He just went ahead and did it.
So if you remember back in the old ECW demise documentaries, it was Dennis Corluzzo, fat guy, bald head. Hey man, they're shitting on the belt. Hey man, they're shitting on the belt. with the whole Shane Douglas thing, right? They're shitting on his belt right now. I know it's not a real belt, but they're still shitting on the belt.
He can't do nothing about it.
They can't. Yeah, he can't. Well, he can. He can take his check to the bank.
That's true.
That's about it. That's about it.
Or have his son fight his battles.
I found it in. Go ahead, Shep. Sorry.
Probably a little bit bigger check now than it was in the ECW days.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Sometimes there was no checks in the ECW.
Yeah,
Right.
they bounced a little bit.
So,
Hey, Paul was an honest guy, guys.
hey, no,
Come
look
on.
at I'm a big ECW marker, the original ECW, big mark, but Paul wasn't always paying those folks.
No,
They
he
were
was
loyal
not.
to him because who he is.
Yep.
Everyone seems to love him, and I love him too, but he was not
Right.
paying those people sometimes. So
Nope. Nope.
I did find this very interesting. You know, Jericho goes on and he promotes his new T-shirt, the Learning Tree University T-shirt, right? Says it's number one seller. I got on that night. It was number 30 at the time for the top seller. I will say, I got it up now on my screen over here. It's up to number 8.
it's fair.
Wow.
I did love when he's like, "Who wants one? Who wants
Yeah.
one?" And then he puts it on the turnbuckle.
Exactly.
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
you're a dick.
Yep. So
Because
will say-
I don't think anybody got too excited for one of those shirts.
the guy does know what he's
No.
doing, but
Yeah.
It ain't for me. Like Mike said, that going forward, we only appreciate Jericho when he's out of wrestling.
gone. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
One of the
Tanner,
best
you
ever
should
One
pay a
of Paul's
couple
favorite
bucks
matches
more.
and one of those championship eliminator matches.
Oh,
with
shut
John
up.
Moxley and Rocky Romero.
I am so over eliminator matches.
Yeah, has anybody when was the last time somebody's won one of these?
Never.
I believe it's
Never.
never.
Never. And that is why I think I was the only one to pick Moxley to win that match at Double or Nothing.
If you weren't going to do it then, what is the point of these matches? Why
Yep.
haven't just have them fight, but not the
Yeah.
title?
Yeah.
Like, there was never a more clear-cut case for somebody to win an eliminator match than Takeshita to beat Moxley last week.
Absolutely.
Never been more clear-cut that Takeshita should have won that match. And it just did fine. I love Moxley. Like, whatever, fine. But, like, why just have them fight in a grudge match then? Or just have them fight in a match? Why call it an eliminator match?
It would actually set up a story for Forbidden Door for that belt. Which,
Yeah, it would have.
And nowadays we're screaming, give me some storylines. Now you don't have a storyline for the New Japan or IWGP title going into Forbidden Door, which that's what Forbidden Door is created for, is these outside guys, and we don't have a storyline.
No. And I guess Takeshita technically would be an AEW versus AEW match, technically.
It would, but still, it'd give us.
But like, it would have made so much more sense.
Yeah, it'd give us a build. You could work around it. You could tell a flipping story.
100%. Very bizarre.
And how shocked would we be if we're like, "Oh shit, somebody won an eliminator match"? These do matter.
Right? I would have loved to have been wrong at Double or Nothing for that. It's just
Well, you were wrong enough. Am I right, Tanner?
Wow.
wow, Pluggo. I was actually
you
being
kicked
nice to you, and
See what
you're gonna
happens,
come at
Pluggo?
me like that. Wow, man.
Your kid was yelling at me. It's guilt by association, dude.
Oh, well, you know,
There's rules to this shit.
I can't control him.
No. And but like, yeah, I don't know. I feel the same way about eliminator
You
matches.
lose Tanner there?
Yeah, you complimented him and he disappeared.
Yeah,
So man,
you broke Tanner.
I view eliminator matches
Which
the
is
same way
fine.
that I view Battle of the Belts. Until a title changes hands on a Battle of the Belts, I'm not wasting my time watching the Battle of the Belts. I'm not doing
Exactly.
it. I can watch.
Hey, there he is. Nope, there he is.
But like, that's how I feel. Like, it's annoying.
I 100% agree with you when it comes to the Battle of the Belts, but I still find my dumb ass still tuning in. Now, if I only
That's
watch
'cause you love
halfway
wrestling,
in,
right?
yeah, if I halfway in, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm switching to freaking live PD or something. But
It's
I'm
just
still.
like-
You
I'm
would
still-
watch that, Shep.
I'm just saying, I'm still gonna make me a toddy and watch Battle for the Belts because I'm like, there's gonna be some decent matchups,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a mark.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. And I end up watching them too, but it's just
Marks.
like, man, don't promote to me
what
that
it
Battle
is,
of the
like-
Belts is some big deal when there hasn't been a single title that's ever changed hands on those shows.
So,
But we always say, predictability isn't bad, right? Being predictable sometimes would be good if the matches are great. But if you're going to put these stakes on them and prove that your stakes never actually really matter because nothing ever changes, then it's why even have the stake? Just have the match.
So I don't know how old you two fellows are. Okay, I know Tanner and Paul are younger than me. But if you guys remember the WCW days, it was Clash of the Champions. And they would actually air that on TBS.
Yeah, for free. And it was like a pay-per-view for free on Tuesday nights.
We felt like we're getting holy shit, we're gonna watch this, right?
100%.
And they would have a couple titles, and they would never change hands. They would never do it, but they would have the entrance with the glitter and the streamers and all that BS, and we're like, oh fuck yeah, we're gonna get a free pay-per-view, right? And I feel like that's what they try to do with the Battle of the Belts a couple times a year. It just stumbles. It fizzles out.
There was one Battle of the Belts that there was non-title matches on it.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing?
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
What are you doing? There's supposed to be Battle of the Belts here. These are just regular singles matches.
Yeah.
Yep. But interesting thing that happened on Dynamite was the Don Callis family got a new member, but it wasn't Orange Cassidy who Don tried to make it. It was Trent
Thank
Beretta.
God.
Yeah. I feel like that's the way to go there.
Poor
Great
Trent
move,
Beretta.
but kind of a weird way to do it. I felt like with Statlander and Stokely coming out, it was just kind of odd.
What if Orange would have signed the contract? What if he'd have been like, "Yep"? Does Don wave Trent off?
Yeah.
Just
Oh no!
Never mind.
Well, his red mark on the forehead would have got even brighter.
Yeah.
Yes.
I felt it was very bright this week.
Yeah.
It gets brighter every week.
Well, it changes shades. I just feel like every time we talk about it, I'm like, oh my god, that's all you saw was this. Like they literally put makeup in his scar to make it stand out. So,
as Steven said, should happen at Double or Nothing.
I don't
I
disagree.
had Trent going over, so I'm glad they're continuing to do this. So maybe Trent's gonna finally pick up a win somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
OC would go over.
Yeah. I would think that now that he's officially aligned with Callis, that there would be a little bit of a push for Trent. Hopefully,
They should have had him go over a Double or Nothing, in my opinion.
I agree.
This is as hot. In my opinion, this is the hottest Trent Bertta's ever been.
Yeah.
And again, he took a loss to Orange Cassidy at the big spot in the pay-per-view. Now you're with Don Callis. Now I'm less interested.
Yep.
That's just me, though.
No, I don't think you're wrong.
We love Trent's
I don't
mom.
think you're wrong at all.
Trent's mom. We think the world of Trent's mom.
Oh,
We all love Sue.
Your son, not so much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who yelling at us is our outro
Hey,
between two
guys, real quick. She's not my favorite mom.
All right.
Mother Wayne.
Yes.
Mother Wayne.
He's all about Mama Wayne. Him and Mama Wayne have done things that would make you
He likes them tall
blush.
ladies.
They're like all blondes.
Tall blondes in their early 50s. Wears a lot of latex.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave it at that because
We know Shep.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, it's fair.
I just met you fellas kind of
The way he said
You
it.
already made us explicit, so what difference does it make, Shep?
Yeah,
Early
but I could get way deeper. I mean, we could talk about landing strips and all kinds of shit, but we're not gonna go there.
Hey, Shep. Hey, Shep.
What?
6.9.
Wow.
You can't say it without giggling.
I bet these two guys could. I bet our guests could say 6.9 without giggling.
Yeah, I'm a damn professional, so I can.
Actually, it's not 6.9. It's just 6.9.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, nice.
Moist.
I get a nice that'd be
See what I
moist.
work with. See what I
Moist.
work with every Sunday.
You see what I work with? I
Who
got
said
this.
moist?
This is what we roll.
We're taking shots. Shep
We
should
roll.
be the
I gotta tame his ass down every Thursday night. I gotta tame him. I gotta come on. Floating on the ceiling. I gotta bring him down. Come on now.
What do I do? I'm just sitting
No,
here.
you know I love you, babe.
Crazy.
Babe.
Babe. I know. All right. It's like
Babe,
an
wait,
abusive
babe.
relationship. You just kind of, he starts going, babe, you know I love you. And I'm like, oh.
Babe.
Babe, wait.
Oh shit.
Wait.
Have we even got to?
We're never getting
Jay
the invite back on here ever again.
No, we're not.
It's
Oh,
like
yes,
one and
you are.
done.
Yes,
Oh, yes, you are.
For us, brother.
Yes, you are.
Actually, I think right now because, well, I have no say because I was dead last, but I can give two shits. Forbidden Door, we're doing a 5-person prediction.
Oh,
I'm telling you that right now.
that's the pick you ever made, bro.
Look, Shep.
Nope.
You and I could say that all day long, but we both know we've got a chicken shit for a champion who doesn't even defend it unless he absolutely has to.
All right, Forbidden Door, 5-person, 5-way.
All right.
If that's the decision, I'm in.
All right.
Wait, I'll bring the lube. Somebody's getting
What?
fucked.
Whoa!
Wow.
Shit.
Sorry. That champ over here.
That went from left side to right.
Hey, listen, all I know is that I see how he's gloating about the champion. I get annoyed, too, if he put that thing up every 30 seconds.
I'm just saying I've
He's
held
put
it
it up
since all
once.
out, so you know.
He's put it up once since I've
I
been
got,
here.
you know, there was 2 pay-per-views.
That's because you're
looking.
looking at pictures of Jason Tatum without a shirt on.
Damn right. It's my background on my
Too busy
computer, bro.
paying attention.
It's the best player in this series. It's the background on my computer.
Whoa, oh my god.
Don't get me
Rabbit
started. You weren't here at
hole.
the beginning. I did
Rabbit hole.
my Celtics take in the pre-show.
Hey, so what do you think about old Luka, man? Let's talk
I think
about it.
Luka is the best offensive player in the series. I think Jason Tatum is the best overall basketball player in the series.
So you don't think Luka play a little defense?
He hasn't played defense since he stepped foot in the league.
Well, I felt bad for him because the only thing that he made viral the other night was his general manager taking a beer out of his hand. I felt really bad for him.
Look, what I said to the fellas beforehand, I said if you take everybody off the teams, we're just having a draft. We're just having a draft of the players. And whatever order you prefer, I think we can all agree that the first 4 picks of that draft in any order would be Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic, Jaylen Brown, and Kyrie Irving. They're the 4 best players in the series. Correct? They would be the top 4. And then what I said was, how many Celtics after the top 4 are out? How many Celtics are you picking before you get to the next Dallas Maverick? Because it's at least 4. It's at least 4. Because you're not taking anybody on the Mavericks over Derek White. You're not taking anybody on the Mavericks over Drew Holiday. You're not taking anybody on the Mavericks over a returning healthy Kristaps Porzingis. And me personally, and this you can call me a homer all you want, but the way he's played this postseason, stepping in for Kristaps Porzingis, I'm not taking anybody on the Mavericks over Al Horford either. I'm not, because Al has single-handedly won the Celtics games this postseason. And so when I look at it that way, dude, Luka, Kyrie, Jaylen, and Jason, they're going to get theirs. They're the 4 best players. They're getting theirs. But when you look at the totality of the rest of the teams, from a talent perspective, it is not even close.
So
not even close.
So my prediction, and this is going to be a little bit of homer inside me, right? And a little personal feelings inside. I'm always going to root for the Eastern Conference, right?
Yep.
Okay. So as long as it's not the Knicks, I'm rooting for the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Gives me a little bit there.
Yeah.
And second, I know he's not technically the majority owner now.
The owner anymore,
but
yeah.
Fuck Mark Cuban. So
yeah,
Bro,
I'm like, I get
I
it.
had to look this up. I know this is a wrestling podcast, but Luka beats Jason Tatum in most statistical categories.
Yeah. Offensively.
All of steals.
Okay.
Steals, he beats him. Blocks, he's close.
Close. Doesn't beat him, though.
Rebound. All
Rebound.
of it.
He does not beat him in rebounds.
It is 8.3 to Tatum.
Luka?
7.2.
No,
On
that's
an,
not true.
yes, it, yes. I'm looking at the stat, the comparison
That's
stats
close.
right here.
Wait a minute. Wait, say that again.
No.
8.2
Luka does not
is-
average over
What?
8 rebounds a game. Luka Doncic.
Points
Yeah.
per game,
He's not-
28.7.
yes, offensively,
Okay,
100.
Shut up! I got this. It's right here. I got it.
So
I looked
how many
it up. I
rebounds?
got the comparison.
Go back to the
Comparative
rebounds.
stats. 28
Rebounds.
points per game. Luka's Tatum 23. Luka 8.7 rebounds a game. Jason 7.2. Assist 8.3. Luka. Tatum 3.5. Steals Luka 1.2. Tatum 1.1. Blocks Tatum 0.7. Luka 0.5.
Okay, well, you're horrifically inaccurate because Jason Tatum for this season averaged 8.2 rebounds.
That's their career. That's
I
their
don't give a
career
shit about their
averages.
career. I give a shit about what's happening right now.
No, it doesn't matter. Their
Yes, it
career
does.
stats.
I don't care about
Ever.
What do you
That's
friggin'
career.
do?
What are you talking
What
about?
do you do?
Well, hey, hey,
You know
hey,
who probably averages more
Tatum
rebounds
Tatum
a
was
game,
shit
but
until he came
more
to
than
Boston.
Tatum, Giannis Antetokounmpo. You know where he is, sitting on his ass at home. I don't care about their career. I don't.
We
not
don't care about people's
I'm
careers,
talking about
JPJ.
this series.
Hey,
This series in current times.
and
In current times.
Majin tried to reel us back in.
Sorry.
Hey,
Sorry.
and look this up, Pluggo. Tatum came alive in Boston. How many teams did Tatum play with before Boston? It was 2 or 3, right?
Tatum, no, he was drafted by.
He was.
Luka
Yeah,
averaged
we traded
33.9,
down.
9.2 assists, or 9.2 rebounds, 9.8 assists this year. You're saying the dude's garbage.
I'm not saying he's garbage. I'm saying he's a better offensive. I openly said
I know.
he's the best offensive player in the series.
You act like he never steps out of the court. You said he's never played defense in his life.
He does not play defense. If you watch a game, if you've been watching these games, he does not play defense. He doesn't.
Okay,
He's not a good
hey,
defender.
Hey
So
guys,
Collision, huh?
First game is Thursday, right?
Thursday,
Yeah.
right during our
Thursday.
show. Damn, terrible.
And I won't be there to make fun of you.
I know.
I'm so disappointed.
I might just cancel the show and watch game 1, to be honest with you.
Oh, we
I'll take a
can't
week
do
off.
that. You
Oh.
break our streak.
Oh, so
Just take a week
I
off.
mean, should we do a little rabbit hole on Sunday? Because we're in a game Thursday, and then we'll get a game Saturday, right?
No, they're doing the. Have you seen the schedule for the NBA Finals? It's
Uh-uh.
awful. There's like 2 days between games almost every game.
So
So
we'll
it's
do-
Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday. It's awful.
Wow.
If it goes 7 games, which it's not, people. Sorry to burst your bubble. It's not. It's not going past 5. It's not going past 5 if you're lucky. But if it goes 7 games, Game 7 would be like honestly like June 28th or something insane. Like
Holy shit.
it's insane. It's insane.
June
But anyway.
28th. I mean, we're talking running backs and quarterbacks already in.
Yeah, literally. I think it would go. Yeah, that's basically how they tried to make it last the whole month of June if they could, and that's how they built that schedule. But anyway,
All right.
digress.
Hey, Boston in 6.
Fair. I like that. I have them in 5, and that's me being nice. But I have them in 5. But I will take. I will take.
Every inch of my being.
Now I say this. This is the last thing I'll say about it because it is a wrestling podcast. If we do lose, and specifically Kyrie Irving, that piece of trash. Let me repeat, that piece of trash, Kyrie Irving, wins the championship, I might never recover.
Now,
So
hold
that's-
on. What? You need to elaborate a little.
No, I don't.
The whole
He's a
city
piece
of
of
Boston
trash. He's a
hates
loser.
Kyrie.
He's
I
a
know,
loser. He's a liar. He's a piece of trash. And I hate that everybody's like this redemption stuff. Oh, Kyrie's a good teammate. Oh, he's a family man. He's a fucking bum. That's what he is. Now he's a great great basketball player. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah,
all
we're
right?
definitely never getting
he
to fight
probably no, we are. He probably has the best handle in the history of the league. I'm not going to sit here like one of those fans that tells you a good or great basketball player is shitty because you don't like him. I'm not one of those people. He's a great player, but he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. And it is such a full circle moment that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown hopefully, and what I think will, win their first championship by beating that fucking guy. Because when they were rookies, he was supposed to be the star of the show, and he got hurt, and we made a playoff run to the Eastern Conference Finals and almost beat LeBron without him, and Tatum and Brown, rookie and second year, became stars, and his fragile ego, "Oh, this team's supposed to be about me. Get me out of here. I'm a piece of shit." And then he lied, told a sold-out Boston Garden that he was going to re-sign here in front of everybody on not national, but local television, in front of a sold-out arena of fans. And then he fucking talked his way out of town by the end of the year because he's a piece of shit.
Sounds like he was written by Billy Corgan.
He's an upstanding bum.
All right, I'm done. Like I will probably have to not watch the Celtics ever again if they do lose, though. I don't know if I will ever recover. If Kyrie Irving beats us, I don't know if I will ever recover. But
I think
all right,
JPJ just got his first shirt.
let's move on.
He's a fucking bum.
He's a
fucking bum. Anyway,
Oh man,
that's as a person, not a basketball
Are we
player.
still talking about Dynamite, by the way?
I got three
No.
more things I wanted to
Let's
talk
go.
about.
We're going. No, we're good. I can bob and weave. I can do it all.
We'll
I
throw
love
them
it.
out there.
I
We'll
love
do
it.
rapid fire. I'll get everybody's thoughts on these three big takeaways at the end.
Man,
So-
fuck Boston.
They hate us because they ain't us, baby.
Hey, real quick, before you get in this, we're talking about Boston, Tanner.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm just watching my like
JP,
30th final appearance in the last 15
JPJ.
years of a team of mine, but it's cool.
When you think of pizza reviews, who do you idolize?
Oh, I idolize is a strong word with some of his views, but
okay,
Portnoy's the dude. I mean,
Okay,
look,
he's a Boston guy.
he's a Boston boy. My thing with him is I do think he's an idiot sometimes, but that's fine. I think all of us are an idiot sometimes. I don't have to agree with everything everybody says. That guy became a billionaire starting a website out of his fucking attic.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about that. He's a Boston guy, so I like his sports takes, and I usually agree with him on his sports takes. But dude, the dude was in college. He wanted to write and talk about sports in a way where he could be raunchy and talk about it the way that I kind of talk about it, in the way that a lot of people do. And he became a billionaire about it. So the dude is
We can talk
Yeah.
about it now because of the way he did it.
yeah, 100%. I think the way you see verbiage and the way people talk in sports media now, and how they are a little bit more loose, and like obviously you're not going to see people dropping F-bombs on ESPN, right? But like
Pat McAfee
A lot of-
does.
It'd make
True.
better television.
yeah, a lot of people talk about sports the way that Portnoy started, but those Barstool guys, original guys, started
Yeah.
talking about sports.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, Dynamite, Trevor, let's go. Let's have it done.
Trevor.
Who the
My
fuck is
son.
Trevor?
No,
Jesus
I
Christ,
have my
dude.
screen up.
We're
Something
never
happened.
going to be invited. Man, his
No, it's
name is Tanner.
No, first of all, I didn't call him that. I wasn't referring to him.
Who are you referring to?
I got my screen. Don't worry about it.
Trevor. Trevor's
Tanner?
your shit, man. Let's go.
No.
Trevor
Give
Lee,
me-
let's go, dude.
No, you get me.
I've been called worse,
fucking-
man.
You get me riled up,
I
and I
do.
misspeak, and then you scream at me.
I love
what
this shit. This might be one of the.
You get me.
Hey,
You can't
I-
get me. You can't get me. What does that mean?
Majin
Is
69.
that dirty?
Yeah. He giggled. See, Pluggo giggled. Look at his ass.
Brutal.
Anyways,
All right.
I love
Dynamite.
Tanner. I love Paul. Hey, I'm telling you right. I love that. This is one of the most fun podcasts I've done in a long time. Even
Oh,
though
I knew it was going to be a
absolutely.
blast. I knew it was
I
going
love
to be a
you
blast.
guys.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of podcasts together, but
Tanner had to convince these other two to let us on.
Oh no, I was all for it. He said, "Hey, I'm thinking about having these guys on." I'm like, "Let's do it."
Yeah.
all right. Hey, Tanner.
All right,
you
we
ready
got to be professional here.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tanner. 69.
Dynamite.
Awful.
Boom goes the 69. I mean, dynamite. Oh.
Yeah.
That's undefeated. Undefeated.
Come on, Trevor, reel us back in.
All right. Trevor's ready to go. All right.
Slip of the tongue, guys. Relax. We're all not perfect. I know it seems like I am, but we're all not perfect. All right, let's relax. Let's hone it back in. Trevor, go.
All right. So,
Oh, Shep. Did I kill Shep? Is Shep gonna die on us right
all
now?
right. Three more things on Dynamite
back,
I wanted
I'm
to
back,
want to
I'm
cover.
back.
I'll throw it out there and let you guys just rapid fire.
Marinate. Let him marinate.
Let's soak.
Well, depends if you love her or not.
Moist.
Tanner, you just got to go, man. This ain't never getting back on the rails.
Yeah,
you just
you're
got to
right.
go.
All
You
right,
just got to
so-
stop talking.
So
You just got to go.
after Mercedes beat Sky Blue, we saw Stephanie Vakir come out.
Yes.
So she holds the CMLL Women's Championship and the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. Looks like they're going to face Forbidden Door. A lot of people pumped about that.
Let's
What do you guys think
go.
about that?
I mean,
I know it's not going to be for the TBS Championship, so I mean, if it is for the TBS Championship, unfortunately Mercedes is going to win. But if there's no title on the line, I'm all about watching Mercedes get her ass kicked.
Hater. Fucking hater.
I hate her.
I mean, I think Mercedes will get her ass kicked in this match anyway, but I think she's going to win it no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume one of the title. I would think her title would be on the line. I would think a title has to be, right? They usually put the titles up on the line.
The New Japan Strong title, maybe you could the women's
Yeah,
one, you could do
but then
that,
how?
'cause
You gonna
New
you gonna
Japan
have, you
Strong
gonna have
is-
Mercedes win that back then, and
she's
carry
the
both?
well, the New Japan Strong is stateside, so
But-
she can make
yeah.
the dates.
If you guys look at early AEW days, there was a lot of matches where the guy that went over the first 15 minutes of a 20-minute match, he got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you look back when
This is
CM Punk
true.
debuted, I mean, he got his ass kicked and somehow pulled out the win.
You got to
Yeah.
remember that's the Cody Rhodes era. That's the Cody Rhodes special. I'm gonna get my ass kicked and come back at the end.
I'm just saying.
I just hope they invite Caroline to the match with her and the other girl from Two Broke Girls. That's all.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
Makes me laugh.
I
No,
don't.
it'll be a good match. I don't think it's gonna
Yeah.
be bad.
I don't-
She's talented. I don't know a ton about her, but
I was
know
gonna
she's
say I don't
good.
know a super duper ton about Stephanie there, but I like the look. I like her look. I know
Mhm.
people that do know a lot about her say really, really good things about her. So I'm assuming she's earned that. And again, I know some people on here are not Mercedes fans. You boys from Boston. I
That
happen to
guy
like the
over
woman. I happen to like the woman. I think she is very good. So I expect her to have a good match always.
She's probably got the Celtics in 5.
Yeah, that's
Probably 4.
maybe.
To be honest.
I mean, I have them in 4 technically, but I'm not.
Well, I
gonna
mean, if we're using Tony Khan maths, you got the Celtics in 3.
Probably. Probably. True.
Man, fuck Boston.
We saw the Elite come out, and the EVPs, who Logan needs to respect one of these days, Paul. They
Yeah,
were-
I'm trying.
They were sporting gifts. So Okada gets a brand new Lambo. I think it was
Hell yeah,
Lambo.
he was
I
so
think it was
excited about it too. He was so happy.
When he
Okada
told- when-
heel is fantastic.
When he told the fans, he said, "Shut up,
Shut
bitches,"
up,
when they were
bitches.
talking.
Shut up,
Awesome.
bitches.
Awesome.
It was so good. It was so good. And then he was so excited about the car, and then he immediately turned it back off to the deadpan.
Yep.
Oh my god, so good.
It
Fantastic.
did look like scapegoat Jack Perry was going to get the TNT title, which unfortunately Adam Copeland had to vacate because he broke his leg. But instead, Christopher Daniels, Paul's buddy,
Yeah.
CD, interrupts them, said he's back as interim executive vice president. So he is making a series of matches, qualifier matches take place. The winners will compete in a ladder match for the TNT title at Forbidden Door.
Does Logan respect that EVP?
He
Or none
does.
in general.
No, he respects Tony Khan, Kenny Omega, and Christopher Daniels.
You either respect one of them or none of them, Logan. You can't pick and choose. It's a brain trust. They work together.
How do we feel about the Christopher
Yeah.
Daniels thing?
How do we feel about
How are we
Chris?
feeling
You
about
call me by my given name, Christopher.
Yeah. I think it's hilarious. The only problem I have with this is this reminds me way too much of WCW versus NWO.
Yeah, well, that's I think what they're going for.
I mean,
there.
yeah,
I know, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm worried about because that was the start of the downfall of WCW, and I don't want to see that happen in AEW.
Oh, just watch Vice on Tuesday night. Who killed WCW? We'll find out in a couple weeks.
That looks amazing.
I'll be watching it. Tanner won't be
That looks amazing, by the way.
because he's
That
a
does look really good.
fucking cheapskate.
You
What?
No, not my fault. YouTube TV doesn't have Vice.
Yeah, that is true. I have YouTube TV. They do
There
not.
are ways. A lot of times those shows end up on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean,
Free.
look
Exactly,
at
exactly.
I'm
I
sure
spend
me
ways
and
a lot.
Tanner will find out a way to watch it eventually.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
yeah.
just not gonna.
Last night, Tanner was having lunch with Eric Bischoff next week, anyways.
Yeah. Over my dead body.
Wow.
He's
You
a
wouldn't,
big
have,
Bischoff
you
fan,
wouldn't
guys.
have lunch with him, even though you're not a fan. I'd have lunch with him. If
I would
wasn't
probably
a
have
fan.
lunch with them.
See,
I'd have lunch
see.
with him. It'd be hard for me not to come across the table and knock the shit out of him, but that's all right.
And Tanner'd be
And
sitting there
I'm-
going,
I'm-
"Thanks, Uncle. I appreciated it."
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I'm a lover, not a fighter, for sure.
Oh man.
6.9, baby.
You notice
Yeah.
the only way I can get them all to agree on something is if I go, fuck Boston.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that the world comes together by hating the area.
I don't hate Boston. I just hate
Because
Mercedes.
I will tell you this: some of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
We'll tell you
East
you're a
Coast?
fucking idiot.
Hold on.
Nah, I'm
hold
not
on.
saying East Coast. New Yorkers.
Okay,
garbage.
okay.
New Yorkers,
Hold on.
garbage humans. All right, garbage humans. Not all of them. Not all of them. There's good people everywhere, but there, New York got a lot of bad people. Garbage. My thing is, right? Massachusetts. Everyone thinks we're assholes, and a lot of us, we are. But
Well,
But
you know
if-
for mass transit.
if you needed help, though, someone in Massachusetts would help you. No matter what. We would call you an idiot. We would make fun of you for the situation you are in that is making us help you. And we will make fun of you relentlessly the whole time. But
Okay.
if I drove by you and your car was upside down and you needed help, I'm stopping and helping you.
So that's the
If you
difference
need help, if you
between-
needed help moving next week and you had nobody to help you, someone's going to help you move. Like
that's the
you,
difference
someone will
between
help you.
You and New Yorkers, right?
New Yorkers are a little
difference.
different. New Yorkers, I feel like, are nicer on the outside, but if you need help, they're going to tell you to go screw. They're going to tell you to go screw.
Okay.
That's the vibe I get. Although I learned how to parallel park on the streets of New York by a complete stranger screaming at me. So that happened in my life. I was like 19, and he just yelling at me how to parallel park.
That's a.
And then I actually did it, and by the time I got out of the car to thank him, he disappeared. So I don't even know if he was real.
That's a great fun fact.
I don't even know if that guy was real, to be honest with
Look
you.
at this little Jimmy.
We learned.
I got out of the car. I was
something
like, I got to
about
thank that
you,
guy.
right?
He literally scared the shit out of me into learning parallel parking. And then he just was gone.
Okay, hey,
Anyway.
JPJ, right now, we going chicken cutlet or Italian sub
Oh, come on.
on the East Coast?
I mean,
Come on.
You now, okay. Are you asking
on.
me like are we at a sub joint or are we at a rest like cuz
we're at a local joint. Your favorite local joint. They make a hot Italian. They make a chicken cutlet. What are you going with?
if we're talking just straightly subs, I'm taking the Italian, but 9 out of 10 times I'm taking a good chicken cup.
Okay.
Chicken
All right.
parm, I would say, like a chicken parm chicken, situation. But if you're talking strictly subs, yeah, it's the Italian.
Okay.
You guys need a Rabbit Hole 2, the sequel.
This podcast is
I'm intrigued by the East Coast.
They,
I really
didn't
am.
know that me and Shep together were going to be just
Yeah.
Oh, I had a
Nightmare.
feeling. I had a
Nightmare.
feeling.
Isn't it?
This episode of the Kicking Out podcast brought to you by Rabbit Holes.
yeah. Anyway,
So we got through one of the Dynamite notes.
we're good. No, we're good. We're good.
Well, we're on the second. We're on the second. But my
Yes.
question
Yeah.
about the TNT title situation: who would you guys like to see? We don't even know all the participants yet in the ladder match for Forbidden Door, but who would you guys like to see walk out Forbidden Door as the TNT champ?
Marco's stunt.
I knew it. I
I'll
fucking
quit.
knew it. I knew he was
I'll
going to do it. The
quit.
second he
What?
fucking
I'll
moved.
quit.
You know what?
Podcast.
Yes!
Again.
Your Notre Dame bullshit just flooded your
The
brain.
second he leaned in, I was like, he's saying Marcos.
Uh,
I was going for it. That's the best part.
I'm going returning Ricky Starks.
That's where I'm at.
Ooh,
Jack Perry.
Majin.
Jack
Majin,
Perry.
you're
Jack-
rude.
To me, it's going to be Jack Perry, and I think that
It's
would
not
not be
Jack
a bad
Perry.
decision.
How about that?
Yeah. I think it's probably going to be Jack Perry, but I am on the Ricky Starks train with Shep. 100%.
I would
back.
love Ricky Starks, but I got a feeling it'll end up on Perry.
Yeah, but
about
but Ricky's got a little time on the contract left, right? We're not.
It's hard to wrestle a ladder match for the TNT title when you're connected to Cody Rhodes' hip.
very true.
Very true. Very true.
But you're.
I don't know if they're gonna-
Different company.
They are in different companies.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people think in the back of AEW that Ricky wants to be in a different company.
I think Ricky.
And I think that's
Ricky
part of the
wants to go,
problem.
and I think that's part of why they're not putting him
think
much.
that's
And
part of
again,
the
I
problem.
love Ricky Starks. I think he's fantastic. He's one of my favorites. But if you're in a locker room and you're talking about how you want to be over there,
I think, yep, this is a good pick too. Daniel Garcia
Yeah, that
also
was
would
gonna
be
be
an
mine.
excellent pick.
Danny Garcia would be a good shout.
Yes.
Can I be honest with you?
His dance bothers me. Okay, I get it.
I kind of, even though I loved what Adam Copeland was doing, like I love this run of Adam Copeland, like a lot. But I kind of want to see it on somebody new.
Malachi Black.
Not,
How about Takeshita?
I would be
Takeshita
okay with
would be a
that.
good
Yeah,
one.
that's a good one. I
Back
think
to the
Malachi
Danny
Black being in
Garcia
there is
dance.
good.
I felt so bad for Shibata on Saturday, having to stand behind him when he's doing that dance, going.
Don't hit the back of my head.
Yeah, please don't go too far forward, because.
Yeah.
But you know,
Here's the difference. Like you put it on Malachi Black with Copeland. Copeland can come out and connect with the crowd and talk about his open. I don't feel like we could get that same connection with Malachi Black.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
that he can't wrestle. I'm not saying that.
plus,
but
you
like,
know, as we talked about earlier, his wife works at a different company, so he's probably going back, right? Because spouses can't work at other places.
are you talking about? She's
He's making
talking
a
about
reference back
talking
to
about the man here,
the
the
Becky
man,
Lynch thing
the
when I
man.
said that she ain't gonna leave because Seth is there. But you know, it is what it is.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just here
yeah,
for the chaos.
I think those are all good choices. I would be cool with
Yeah.
Ricky. Again, I think Jack Perry's going to get it. I
Yeah.
think the elites are going to kind
I
of.
feel like
take
there's
over.
someone we're not thinking about though that could like win it if it's not like I know as soon as it happens I'm like that person.
I'm
yeah.
surprised Shep didn't say Big Bill or Brian Cage because
Redwood,
we
yeah.
all know he loves those
He
guys.
loves them almost as much as you love Marco.
No, I love Marco. There's no irony there.
Oh,
I
Tanner
love
cannot stand
Marco's
Marco.
son.
I already
Whoever
said.
can watch his
well,
mouth.
hey, it's because Tanner is shorter than Marco. He gets pissed.
Hey, I met Tanner. He's not that short.
Pluggo, I already said that if I ever was running AEW and I had the pencil, I would sign Tanner, and his first match would be against Marco Stunt.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the problem, though. Marco would win.
You can't do that. I don't
Oh,
wanna-
Marco would win. Tanner can't fight his way out of a freaking dry paper sack.
You must be.
Marco broke his leg in some bar wrestling show in California 5 years ago. Fuck him.
And finish the match.
Whoa! Don't talk about my guy like you're talking about
Tanner
my guy
gets a
all
paper
along.
cut and he's like, nope, I got to take off work for the next 6
Hey,
months to let this thing heal.
This was the same show
Damn,
that
Tanner.
David. Hey, hold on. This was the same show that David Arquette got stabbed in the jugular by Nick Gage.
Yeah.
It's amazing
Yeah.
to me that I actually called him by the wrong name, and I have treated him the best of everybody on screen tonight.
Well,
We're buddies,
I've known
JPJ. We're buddies.
hey,
I accidentally
JPJ,
did that, and I think I still have treated him better
I
than
think
everybody.
I think I've known Tanner the longest on this podcast.
You have.
What about Adam Page coming back and spoiling Jack Perry's win?
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would be okay with that. That would be pretty cool.
That means the millennial wants to come back to work.
I
Fucking put
think-
those two things together.
I think it should be just a matter of time before Swerve retains a title and Hangman shows up and they have their face off. And they have their proper last blowout of their. That was the best feud in AEW last year. I
No,
thought,
but
and I think,
you still gotta have
Yeah.
you still gotta have Swerve and Ospreay in England, right?
Well, they're doing it
Well,
next month.
That brings me up to
No, I
We
know
saw-
they're doing it next month, but you gotta figure out a way to get Ospreay to England, right?
yeah. So Ospreay wins this casino gauntlet match that had a bunch of guys in it, which surprised me because he wins the second one in a row, and I'm like, oh, so we're getting Swerve and Ospreay at Forbidden Door. I kind of already thought it was going to be penciled in at Wembley for All In, which, like Shep said, it still could be. But what do you guys think about this? Is it too soon? That is the main question. Are we getting this match too soon?
Yes.
No, No. Here's why. Just what you guys talked about earlier. You're gonna get this match. You're gonna have a botched finish. Maybe it's the Millennial Cowboy, right? And then you have July in between these pay-per-views to figure that out. And then you have that back in, is it August? Into August, right?
In August.
Mhm.
Into August. Then you have that. So you can defer this. And you can defer it and not hurt Ospreay. Okay?
Agreed. I think
He just won the title.
yeah.
No, he's had it since like freaking. Oh wait,
Look,
which are you talking about,
look.
Pluggo?
Ospreay just
Okay.
won the title.
I was
on
reading the comments.
Sunday.
I was reading the comments. Okay.
I can't care
Hasn't
about
even
Swerve
defended
is
it.
going. Swerve is going to retain against Ospreay. Swerve will be leaving Forbidden Door as the champion.
Yes.
which
However
is
that
great.
happens.
But let's get some long-term storytelling, guys. We bitch about AEW all the time because they don't have long-term storytelling, right? We all bitch about it. Let's get a little 4-month, 3-month storytelling to get Ospreay and Swerve in England. Absolutely. Come on,
Well,
80,000 people. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think when you said that there's going to be a funky finish, I think personally it could be Hangman. I personally think it'll be someone on the Callis family, to be honest, because you got to get Ospreay away from the Callis family. You
Fletcher.
gotta. Yeah, it could be somebody like that, and I think what happens is Ospreay himself or somebody from the from the Callis family will do something, and then from that June to August, you can have Ospreay kind of dealing with that. And then when he's done with that, he can go, okay, hey, can we have a proper match in my home country?
You know
where
what
we can have a
else?
proper
You know
finish?"
what
Yeah.
else we complain about on AEW television?
A
The
lot.
bloated roster. There's too many people. There's not enough to do. You want storylines? You could have a really awesome international storyline championship match with Ospreay and whoever, and give Swerve
Yeah.
somebody else too.
My thing
Why
is,
have
like,
him win on Sunday to just come into this gauntlet on Wednesday to double champ? We're going to double champ Will
Because
Ospreay.
they're shooting a rocket up this guy's ass.
as they should.
Fair.
As they should, because
Yeah.
this guy
He's
is like
amazing.
immediately next level, like the star of the company, immediate, it feels like. And like I understand that. To me, I don't think it's happening too soon. But and again, this maybe is they didn't know they were going to do it because there's some rumors that Tony's kind of booking the shows not with a lot of long, which you could tell when AEW first started, they had stories.
Yeah, he had his first 4 champions planned. Yeah,
I can't hear JPJ.
I can't either.
He yelled too much and his mic is busted. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's my thing. Like, if you're going to have him win the International Championship on Sunday to just challenge for the big one, like, give me some International Championship storylines.
Yeah, right.
Make
Yeah.
that title matter. Because what's he going to He's going to double strap it and defend both, maybe, or is he going to relinquish one? Then it makes the other one not look as good.
Yeah, right. I agree with that.
But maybe he doesn't win. Maybe Swerve's the one that beats him. I think Swerve should. That'd be a nice feather in Swerve's cap for his title run.
Yeah, I don't think you take it off Swerve after a 3-month reign. I don't think
It's
No.
not a. It's trust me, the match is going to rule. I'm all
it's gonna be
for
great
it. I
match,
just think
great
it's
match.
a very.
it was
weird-
surprising. It was
Yeah,
a surprising.
Yeah. My thing is, like, why would you make him win the belt against Roderick if you were just going to have him be the #1 guy for the world title the next month? So again,
Very
I don't even
true.
think, I don't think it's too soon. I just the decisions don't make sense to me.
Are we telling
Right.
me we don't have anyone else on that roster to go?
Like it's
after
forbidden.
Swerve?
Yeah, and again, like we kind of talked about this before when we were talking about Moxley and Takeshita a little bit. Like, oh well, it would be AEW versus AEW, and it's Forbidden Door, so maybe that's why. But when you look at it this way now, you're like, well, it's Forbidden
So you don't
Door. Like
understand?
Pluggo said, you have 2 champions on your roster who could have cool matchups with whatever New Japan guy you want to bring in, and we could get 2 matches with these 2 guys. But
Or
now
cease.
you're just taking 2 champions in your company and just having them face each other. It's like,
But why? But why?
It's not even New Japan. It's CMLL now.
Yeah,
Yes,
you can do that
it's
too.
New Japan, CMLL, and AEW,
And Stardom.
and Stardom. And here's my problem with it. You know, Pluggo, we were talking a little bit ago about JPJ brought it up how Battle of the Belts doesn't mean anything anymore because no titles ever change hands. Same with the Eliminator match. AEW comes out on top of Forbidden Door 90% of the time.
Yeah.
And we need to let these other companies really start racking it up. And we've got 4 other companies joining this year. I think AEW's roster needs to win the least amount out of anybody, in my opinion. Don't put titles on the line. I get that. Just let's have these solid matches, you know, champion versus champion, no titles on the line, boom, great.
Yeah, well, the first Forbidden Door split, those were awesome. All these dream matches, what an amazing thing. And now if you're doing it every year, it's harder and harder to have those, oh my God,
Well,
oh wow, dream matches. And
You're also getting away from the original Forbidden Door. Forbidden Door was AEW versus New Japan, right? Now we're kind of mix and match. Like, we're gonna have this match. These are 2 AEW guys. So, like, we're not getting the AEW versus New Japan anymore, which we originally wanted and thought we got in the first one.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and a lot of guys in the comments here talking about how Ospreay wants to defend the international championship internationally, what the title was meant for. Hasn't really happened since Pac had it. So,
Right.
yeah, which will
Right.
be awesome. That'll be great.
Yes.
I'm excited for it.
Which I think he will. Over in
he will, too.
England, Rev Pro was a big
Right.
one for him.
Mhm.
I can
Right.
see him making an appearance for Rev Pro here in the next couple months, defending
agree.
the title.
yep. So that was Dynamite. It was interesting. It was
It was
all right.
better than it was better than Collision. I'm just telling you that right now.
yeah, Collision.
It
Collision
was better
was
than Collision. It fucking
not-
sucked. Sorry.
not too many eventful things happened on Collision.
Sorry.
I mean, I thought Leo Rush and Roderick Strong was fun.
That was good. That was
Ospreay
where
arriving
the
was fun.
fuck did Leo Rush come from though?
New
Even the
Japan.
gauntlet match on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
The dude,
Blackheart Leo Rush rules.
the dude's been running in GCW for the last couple months.
Hell
He
yeah.
Shows up wherever he
He
wants.
shows up in the date in the opening match of Collision with Roderick Strong. Like, I get bringing guys in, but like, come on, man. The guy threatens to quit professional wrestling every other week because he's a bitch. Whatever.
Don't talk about Tanner that way.
Trevor.
Yeah, I'm right here. I ain't leaving.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
fuck
You're
Boston.
never letting that one down.
It's all right.
But
I'm
like,
the wolf
anyways.
of this podcast. I ain't leaving.
nah,
Sorry,
but-
that was my little rant on
Yeah.
on Leo Rush.
But
I
thought
could
that-
make you leave right now, Tanner, if I wanted to.
Yeah, I thought that match was
No.
like I thought
We
that
don't-
match was good. I liked the way that Roderick Strong was being shown, like he was no nonsense, not messing around. I'm angry that I lost my belt. He beat the crap out of. It was a good competitive match, but he beat the crap out of Leo Rush, and then he immediately went in the back yelling at Tony like, "I want to
Yep.
fight Swerve for the world
Yeah,
title
I want a
because
title
I need
shot."
to beat Ospreay, and you know what? The only way I can get there quick is by beating him at Forbidden Door as the world champ." Like, so I liked the intensity out of Roddy. There was no joking around. He was still yelling, "Tony," doing his stuff like that. But there was no joking around. It was, I'm here.
Well, he did yell at Tony to get the title shot, so
He did, and Tony agreed.
Tony's like, sure.
So that's happening.
Roderick was good. His stick is good.
Tony feared for his life.
Yeah.
Definitely not harping on that guy. Just
Yeah, no. And I thought the main event was good.
I think the issue with the Leo Rush spot, if you're gonna say, I like Leo Rush. I think he's fantastic. I think him in the wrestling world is better than him not being in it. But again, it comes back to what I just said about the title versus title thing. Like, you've got this roster of people, this big the people you're not using. Why aren't they in that match? Why aren't we putting some of our? If you're gonna feature Leo Rush, you need to feature him, but you need to have him signed and make it count instead of putting him in these spots that you would put somebody else in.
Mm-hmm.
But I love Leo Rush, though. I don't agree with you, Shep. I think he's awesome.
What? Hey, wait a minute. So Leo Rush, Marco Stunt. Are you a fan of under 5'3"?
Yeah.
That's why he likes Tanner.
Muggsy Bogues is the best.
Wow. Messed up, man.
Okay.
It's messed up.
Paul's got a full heel. I appreciate it.
Everybody
heel
likes
podcast.
big, meaty
Paul's got
men
full heel.
slapping meat. I'm all about Slim Jims.
Slim Jims.
All them Slim Jims.
Fair.
Snapping each other.
Hell yeah.
Anything else for Collision you guys even want to cover? Because I didn't think it was that
No.
newsworthy.
I will say Claudio and Johnny.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was actually better than I thought it was going to be.
I mean,
best part of-
we forget about how good John Morrison is.
John Morrison is good, but the best part was seeing how much latex his wife could wear.
Favorite part of that match was how much she could get involved, and the ref was just like, okay.
So much latex.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to JD Drake because that tag match was pretty all right, and he was clearly hurt. He clearly hurt
that's
himself at the beginning of that
Very
match,
true.
and
He hurt an ankle or
muscled
something.
through, even like
Like a champ.
yeah, and you could tell the crowd was
Like a
behind him.
workhorse.
When he hit that moonsault, that crowd exploded when he hit that moonsault, and he was doing it banged up, and you could see
a
the
bit-
crowd was like cheering for him when he was like slowly getting into the ring and stuff. And even Matt Menard on commentary afterwards was like, "Hey, shout out to JD Drake! Like that was a gutsy performance." And I love I like the Workhorsemen as a team, but I love JD Drake. I always root for my fat guys like that. We are one.
Yeah.
We are one.
You know-
so like, yeah, I wanted to shout him out because you could tell he was clearly in a lot of pain.
The way the crowd got behind him reminded me a lot of when we were down at the indie show and they had a local indie talent, Dan the Dad.
Yep.
Oh. Love me
Dan the
some
Dad.
Dan the
I love
Dad.
Dan the Dad. He rules.
He's my idol.
Yep, he was down at an indie show and he got over more than half the roster did.
He and the Outrunners both.
Yep.
The Outrunners are legendary.
They're better than FTR.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about what's the
Oh,
group?
fuck
the,
off, Paul. Really?
What do you say? What do you say?
So the Outrunners are better than FTR.
Would you?
Come on.
That's not true. You don't really mean that. You don't really.
We bring the hate out on this podcast.
No, you don't.
Did you? I mean, I haven't said an F-bomb in like 20 minutes. Is that like you're
haven't.
just trying to? I know. I'm trying to be on my best behavior. I really am, Trevor.
You dropped an F-bomb like 44 seconds into you appearing. I'm proud of you. 20 minutes is a long time. But
It is. It is.
it was
I mean,
immediate, bro. It
you've
was
got-
like, hey, fuck. That's what it was. That's what it felt like. Hey guys,
You hang-
fuck. That's
you
what it
hang
was.
out with us enough.
That's
I have
that's
an
what it
issue.
felt like. Yeah, that's all right. I got him up. You can ask Pluggo. Like the 10 minutes we have to try to wait every week at the beginning of Beards is like painful.
Because we work for a company,
Gruesomely
so we
painful
have
for me.
to
I'm like-
abide by the requests of them.
Yeah, they're like.
I hope they're not watching tonight.
No, they won't care that. Yeah, they won't.
Yeah, they don't care.
We all swear
would
like sailors. We just
prefer-
can't the first 10 minutes. Of
Yeah,
the
they
show.
would prefer if we didn't get flagged immediately
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
ad revenue purposes,
Correct.
but sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. That's on me. You can tell them it's
No,
on.
this is your bro. We're,
This is your house. You do whatever you,
you run
want.
this. Like, we're,
Whose house?
Shep's house.
House.
Yeah, you do whatever you want here. We're just talking about
Hey,
how
do
it is
the
at our
dance.
Oh, Shep did the Nana dance. It's a miracle.
Actually, you know what? Over the weeks, me and Nana, like I can respect that son of a buck.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really like him.
Yeah, he's great. Big
Now-
fan.
He is great.
The only thing is, pull your damn pants up. I don't want to see your fucking ass hanging out. But I kind of enjoy the dance. I really do.
Yeah, oh, the
I
dance.
used to hate it, but with
No, it's
Swerve,
great.
as good as Swerve is,
Speaking of pants, Shep, I think Rick Knox finally got a pair of pants that fit him.
I think so. Those seem to fit better.
they're not as wide
baggy
leg as
they used to
normal.
be. Yeah, I noticed that this past week on Dynamite.
That
Good
was
for him.
about a year ago. I started bitching about that, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, well, it's-
Enough that we made it a shirt.
There
Okay.
you go.
yeah, yeah.
Rick knows.
Rick Knox, the Skeletor. He wore a fucking pair of pants that would fit me. Okay. The belt was just fucking tight as it can be. And
Yeah,
he looked awful.
they look like bell bottoms almost. Like it was like
yeah,
that.
it was pretty bad.
was pretty bad.
Episode of Dynamite, it was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
I mean, if Trevor agrees with me, it's crazy. So,
Yeah. You know,
I love it. I'm gonna keep that going on. By the way, boys.
I feel bad. I feel bad.
It's all right.
I felt bad
It's
in the
all right.
moment.
It's
I feel
all
bad
good.
worse now because I know that's going to stick.
JPJ, they're
it's gonna
just
fucking
all
stick.
jealous.
It's on-
They're
it's
just
unfortunate.
jealous.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that Cameron Grimes?
Trevor Lee is Cameron Grimes.
Trevor
Well,
Lee, yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
I think that. Yeah.
Which where did I see? He's popping up at
Speak-
GCW, I think.
Yeah. Speaking
No,
of
that-
when
Black Label Pro, he'll be
that
there.
Gable
as well.
that Gable Stevenson guy got signed by the Buffalo Bills
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
to be a
Thank God.
defensive end.
yeah.
And Trevor Lee on Twitter, I don't know if you guys follow him, he immediately went in on Gable Steve. He did not
did he? I
like
didn't
working with
see
that
that.
guy. He did not
Wow.
like working with that guy. I would
Good.
just go to Trevor Lee's Twitter if you really care enough to. But he released some tweets immediately, not talking well about Gable Stevenson when the news came out that he signed with the Bills. But yeah, anyway, we brought him up, so that's why that was in my head. But. Did he
I'm
play
okay with
football? Did he play football in college?
No,
I know he was a wrestler, but he played
was a
football
wrestler.
too.
I don't
But
think
why
so.
did he get signed by a football team?
Brock Lesnar got signed by a football team.
But Brock Lesnar played,
He played
both in
football.
college.
Hey,
Stevenson did play in college.
JPJ, he got signed by your favorite team, by the way.
Oh, I don't mind the Bills. They're the only team in my division that I don't dislike.
Okay, never mind.
So I
Damn
don't
it.
mind the Bills. Sorry, I don't mind the Bills.
I feel like every.
Why do I have to
Patriot-
mind the Bills? They don't win. I don't have to mind the Bills.
Wow.
The Jets are the Jets, so I always hate the Jets. They're the least favorite. The Dolphins don't matter, and the Bills don't matter. So I don't.
Yeah.
I dislike the Dolphins though because in some weird years when we didn't win, the Dolphins were always the team that did. But like, I don't care about the Bills, and I actually like Josh Allen. I think he's a great quarterback, and I would love him on my team. So
He's got a man cannon. Man cannon.
insane, and he's huge. He's like 6'6", 240. And he just runs over dudes. Now at the end, he's gonna have to stop that if he wants a longer career. The way he takes
Yeah, he
things.
doesn't want to end up like Andrew.
Yeah,
Luck.
but he's a big dude, and like you said, he can huck the ball 80
Whoa,
yards.
whoa, Trevor! You just bring up Andrew Luck.
I did.
Oh my god!
Is that a sore spot?
I said he doesn't want to end up like Andrew Luck.
Yeah, Andrew Luck had his career shortened by probably 10 years because they refused to give him an offensive line.
No,
Exactly.
Andrew Luck. And Andrew Luck realized that he was getting his ass kicked. He took the money. and
Yeah,
ran.
exactly. Well, he was getting his ass kicked because they never got anybody that could block for him. They were like, hey, you're good, so we're just going to have you do everything. And he's like, well, I can't be that good if I'm hurt every year because literally nobody knows how to block.
It's all right. We got AR now. AR.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Tanner didn't even have a team in the fucking Midwest or East Coast. So
We're just hoping our both shot at getting the quarterback works. So
That's where we're at right now.
Bo Nix.
who?
I actually think he's going to be okay.
I hope so.
I actually think he's
But I
going to be
thought
okay.
that about Paxton Lynch back in 2016. I looked like an idiot
fair.
for that one.
That's fair.
You also thought about Tim Tebow.
You always look like an idiot, so we're good, Tanner.
Well, look, you're always going to root for your team, right? Like I personally, I have no clue whether Drake May is going to work or not.
But
No
you're
clue.
hopeful.
Hey,
But like,
hey,
I'm like, hey man, we drafted him at 3. The kid in the interviews is showing up well. He looks happy. I like the way he talks. He's got some spunk in him. He's doing good at training camp. That's all I know. So I'm like, yeah, man. But if he goes out and stinks for the next 3 years, and then we're doing the same thing, like
Yep.
that's what you get when you're up there. Like,
Yep.
think
Yep.
about how many quarterbacks are taken in those first 5 to 10 picks, and how many make it, and how many
And
do
don't.
not. Because the number that make it is very minuscule. So if you are
No.
in there, you either hit, luckily, or you're in that top 5 picks for a decade, trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
So,
And
so
hopefully
Tanner,
the Patriots were not there for 10
let's
years.
go back. Let's go back to your Broncos. You love Tim Tebow, right?
I mean, he was very frustrating at times, but I don't mind.
He won you some games, but you know what? He left his roommate hanging.
Oh, Jesus.
Took me a second. Holy
man.
shit.
Oh, you should have been on Tom Brady roast. Yep, you would have fit right in.
I'll tell you a funny story, guys. I've had an awful strep throat, sinus cold last 2 nights.
Strep throat.
I've had to sleep out in my barn, which I sleep out in this barn right here, right? I got to sleep sitting up. So I've watched the Tom Brady roast like 3 times now, right?
Yep.
Because I'm just looking for shit to watch. So I thought, like, how can I incorporate that to this podcast? And I just did. So I thought it was good.
There we go.
Well,
There we go.
Oh, you got Tanner to leave again.
I got Tanner to leave again.
God, this guy leaves more often than anybody else I've ever seen on a podcast.
Sure.
He's worse than Roman Reigns when it comes to doing his job.
he's like Tony Storm. His forbidden door is open.
Oh, my internet is struggling tonight.
Oh, always the excuse of my internet, my internet.
It's
Get
awful.
better internet.
You see you
Tits-
two jackalopes over there struggling, not
It's
me.
up
But
and chin out, baby.
Well, here's the difference. I moved my office so I'm closer to my router. See, I'm smart.
No, you're not.
You shut up.
Whoa.
He came in immediately like, nah.
He was waiting.
Listen, that
He's like,
is-
look at my dad for some
That's
nice
happening.
fucking.
Stupid and dumb. Maybe
Wow.
I'm good for this
wow. Throw the mic at him. Tell him to pipe down.
Oh!
Throw the mic at him. Tell him to pipe down.
Are you kicking your kids, Paul?
This is domestic
No.
violence. Ooh!
He knows how to wrestle. Don't worry, we're good. He trained with Congo Kong.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
All right.
Hells
Hey,
yeah.
hey, Logan, I think you should, like, never mind. I won't say that. Go up there and hit your dad upside the head.
Oh. That's
He's
assault.
He's-
That was
like,
that was a much. I shouldn't have said that. A little bit.
He's like I'm not hitting my dad. I'm scared.
See, there he goes again.
That's his way of not being accomplices to the crimes that are being committed at the Zartman household right now.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
my internet kicked out. I saw nothing.
There
Yeah.
goes Trevor.
Oh, and he's completely gone.
now
Oh, wait.
There you go. Is he coming back?
He's gone. He gone. There he is.
Oh, he's there. He's chilling. We're vibing.
Come
He's
on,
so
Trevor.
disappointed.
I'm missing all the fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
truly.
right,
Majin,
hey,
I see you.
where
said,
are
you
we
said
at
Oilers
now?
or Panthers? I'm taking the Panthers to win the cup because they're from America. There you go.
There. The Panthers beat my team, so I always root for the team that beats my team because it makes me feel better that we lose to the champions.
Stars beat my team, so but they're out
There you
now.
go.
You guys
I
talking about
root for
soccer
Charlie
or-
Conway, and that's it.
You talking about soccer?
Flying V.
Ducks fly together, bro.
I was watching the other night, and I was like, I didn't see one flying V. This
Oh.
isn't real hockey.
Oh, this is Gordon Lock. So, oh, sorry. I think you're talking about soccer. You're talking about hockey.
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 Gordon
I guess
Bomb-
we have to root for Edmonton, right? Because that's our
Gordon-
Yes, if it is Edmonton that's going, then yeah, I would think Love Wrestling is out of Edmonton. We would probably be rooting for Edmonton. That's-
Gordon Bombay shit. Let's
But
go,
personally,
Gordon.
I would be rooting for
Gordon
Florida because if your team loses to the champion, then they lose to the champion. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And so,
So before we wrap up this show, I want to know what everybody's favorite AEW show was this week. It even could be Rampage, which we didn't really talk about because we don't talk about Rampage very often. What was your favorite show? What was your rating 1 through 10? And if you use a round score, we're going to call you a rookie. And who was your wrestler of the week?
I thought Double or Nothing. If we're counting the Double or Nothing, do we count that, or is it just the 2 shows during the week?
You can do whatever
Just
the hell
the-
you want
just-
because you're a guest.
Okay,
That's true. That's true.
I would say if it's just the weekly shows, Dynamite was superior. They both weren't great shows this week, though. They were okay, but I thought Dynamite was superior. But the best show of the week for AEW was Double or Nothing. I gave Double or Nothing a solid 8.7 out of 10, and I think without question the superstar of the week was Will Ospreay, man. Killer match to open Double or Nothing. Won the gauntlet match on Dynamite. Killer main event against Kyle O'Reilly and a victory. Like, I think he had 3 very good showings. And I think, yeah, without question for me, he was the wrestler of the week in AEW.
Pluggo.
Oh, I have to go. I have to follow that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm not going to count Double or Nothing because the words that they said were like, well, your guess, you can do what you want, means that they don't count Double or Nothing. So I'll say Dynamite was the show of the week with a solid 4.5 because it was not a great Dynamite. My MVP of the week is Chris Statlander.
Oh, she had 2 good promos. She had a good promo last night and a good promo on Dynamite.
Yeah. I think she is. I am loving what she's doing. And I don't want to say Ospreay like this guy because then it's just not good radio.
I figured I would kick the easy one out first so you guys can be creative with your picks.
There you go.
I mean, we could have the same pick. It doesn't matter.
Hey, we didn't talk about this, but how about Taz and Tony Schiavone getting in the shit on the commercial break?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
That was awesome.
That was fun. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
We did not talk about that.
We didn't talk about it.
Shep, your pick.
Was that your moment of the week?
It could be, actually, because I thought both shows were shit. So I thought coming off a really badass pay-per-view, like super stoked, I thought they shit the bed on both shows. But my wrestler of the week is going to go with... shit. I'm going to go JD Drake.
Okay. All right.
You know what? We talked about it earlier. I think he fought through an injury.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I've ever picked an ROH guy, which I think he's an ROH guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, good for JD Drake. I'm going to go him, and I guess I'm going to go Dynamite with a little higher than Pluggo, a little higher, because I'm not as harsh. 5.9.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I should have said 5.3. Damn it.
What'd you do? 4.6?
Yeah, because of all the short guys that I like. According to missed opportunity there.
All right. Well, I've got to pick somebody different now since Pluggo decided to steal Statlander from me.
That's right.
You're the guest. I'll be nice to
You can agree
you.
with the goat. You can agree with the goat. Fine.
I'm gonna agree with myself. Oh. Dynamite this week. Not good. I can't agree with Shep though. That's too high for me. I'm going 5.2. Get Tanner's height mentioned in there as well. That way.
That's cool.
But I'm gonna go with my buddy CD this week.
All right.
I like
Who?
Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, Christopher Daniels.
I wouldn't have guessed that. And it would have took me a while to get to that.
Well, I agree with all you guys' recaps of Dynamite. Definitely wasn't a solid follow-up show from Double or Nothing. I'm not going to give it the 5s, though, because I think that'd be historically low for me. So I'm going to go 6-1 for Dynamite's. Wrestler of the week, I'm going to go Mercedes Moné.
That's just a good choice. She had 2 good matches. Debut, title win.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, Trevor Lee's coming to South Bend
Hey, yeah.
to wrestle for PWK.
Hey, my buddies over there. When's that show, Pluggo?
I don't know. November 2nd.
Oh,
Mustafa Ali's supposed to come at the end of the month.
yeah, I know. I'm supposed to be at that one.
Are you? Should I go?
No.
I shouldn't go because you're going to be there? You don't want to hang out?
Wait a minute.
Paul?
Wait a minute.
No, go to any and every PWK show. Eric
gonna
King
play.
and the folks over there are really good.
I
If you-
commentated a PWK show once with Al Snow. Was there?
Nice.
I don't think it
That's
went
pretty
well.
cool. That's a pretty cool story.
Did you get, hey, Plug, you get a lot of head there?
No.
Aha.
I'm a married man.
Yeah, it was an Al Snow joke, though. I don't know if you got that.
Yeah.
Nope. What? I don't get it. Who?
What does everybody want?
Hey, speaking of Al Snow, he and OVW are coming to Logansport, Indiana.
Well,
Coming up.
hold
think
on.
that was yesterday.
It was yesterday,
Oh, was it?
and
Oh, shit.
it's postponed because of the weather.
Oh,
okay.
well, so then they
All right.
probably will be
All right.
coming back at some point. So technically, you're probably not
Okay.
wrong.
So
They are-
Tanner was right
No,
there.
they are coming back. I think it's August. They've already
Okay.
I
thought it was next
come on a
weekend.
date. Is
That's
it
my
next
bad.
weekend,
That's
really?
my bad.
No,
No, I thought
it was
No,
this
you're right,
weekend.
It was. Yeah, that was my fault.
Okay.
That was my fault.
Okay.
I'm too busy getting predictions right, so to get my dates right.
What a
So-
dick.
Cheater.
Cheater.
So, well, yeah, I don't think I got anything else really tonight.
Cheater.
But before we go, Pluggo JPJ, please plug your guys' show and whatever you want, and tell everybody how they can find you.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, thanks for having us. This was a lot of fun, a lot of good discussion about a whole sorts of things. So, but yeah, you can find Pluggo's really good at giving the stuff for us. So I'll let him do the beards things. You can find me at JPJ Loves Gaming on all social media platforms. Also over on Twitch, where we play a lot of sports games mainly. But
Will you be
we
getting
dabble.
the college football game?
Already pre-ordered, already good to go. Already good to go.
Love it. Love it.
Already ready,
Love it.
already
Can't wait.
already prepared, batten down the hatches because I'm gonna be not leaving the house for about 35 days once that thing is released. Honestly, I probably won't be leaving this chair. But yeah, no, we're looking forward to that. That'll be coming in July. But we play a lot of MLB The Show, a lot of Madden, and we dabble in other things too. And then obviously Thursday nights with this fella down here. Between Two Beards, he'll give you all the handles and fun stuff there. And then Thursday mornings, it used to be on Sundays, but we're moving back to our original time slot. So like Thursdays is kind of like JPJ Day at Love Wrestling a little bit. So Thursday mornings at 10 a.m., I have a show with my buddy Drew called Firmly AEW, where we talk about all things AEW, basically kind of like you guys do the week that was of AEW. And then Thursday nights, we talk about anything we friggin' want with this guy right here, Pluggo, doing Between Two Beards, the flagship of Love Wrestling. So.
Yeah.
All right, Pluggo.
Well, like he said, Between Two Beards, Thursday night, 8 p.m. You want to know what we got going on? I don't know what he's got planned for this week because I have to miss a show. So to find out what we got going on, go to every social media handle you got at B2Beards. That's B, the number 2 Beards on all social media platforms. Give us a follow, give us a like, all that fun stuff. You can find me, Pluggo, at Pluggo on all social media platforms, doing whatever it is that I do. I just did a podcast with Omar at Love Wrestling, so that should be out soon. I also do a show on Saturday mornings called For Exposure, where we talk about independent wrestling with Grainmaker Podcasts himself, Blair Pacheco. And then I do some writings at LoveWreslting.ca as well. So if you like anything that I do, please follow me, I guess. Or not. I don't care. It's whatever.
Man, you know how to bring them in the building, Pluggo. You know how to bring them in the building, baby.
Sell them, baby. Sell them, baby.
I don't know about you, but I am jacked up right now.
Listen, dude. My phone is blowing up with all the likes we just got.
Everyone's like, "Holy shit, man! Pluggo killed me."
Hey,
Pluggo knows how. Pluggo's gotten good at the outro, man.
Hey,
Figured it out.
Into June, right? Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so, right?
With Tanner
five
ain't
man.
scared, Trevor. Bring it on.
5-way. We're doing a
I actually think-
5-way.
I think we have a wrestling PLE every weekend for the next, because we have the NXT one this week, then it's Clash at the Castle, and then I think the week after that is.
We should get
Forbidden
a belt
Door.
on Beards and bring these guys
think.
on because they don't cover the other stuff. We might actually win those.
I try to.
We watch it.
You just told me not to show up to see Mustafa Ali because you're going to be there in a couple
He
weeks.
just doesn't want to see it.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
Now-
maybe.
That's
Now
it.
I don't even want to
Paul's
go.
a jerk.
Like, I don't want to have to talk
Paul's a
to this
jerk.
guy, small talk
Yeah.
for 5 minutes.
Cute
and
Tanner.
If your kid's
Cute.
there, I don't want to go because I'll have to fight him over his lack of respect.
Yeah. Wow. All right, so I guess it's my turn, isn't it, Tanner?
It's all you,
Sure.
buddy.
Okay. I was waiting on, some type of indication from Tanner. Normally he says, I'll let Paul wrap it up. All right. Be sure to like the Kicking Out Podcast on all social media at Kicking Out Pod. Be sure to listen to the Kicking Out Podcast wherever it is you listen to your podcast. And if that happens to be Apple Podcasts, leave us that 5-star review because we are 5-star KOP. Be sure to check out kickingOutShop.com. It's your place to go to get some great merchandise and look fantastic doing so. Be sure to follow that loser of a champ, Tanner Lee, on all social media at TannerLee92. Follow Austin
Trevor.
Shepard at TheShep27. Be sure to follow me at Paul Zartman87. Be sure to go give Pluggo and JPJ a like as well on their social media. Thank you guys for joining us. And for JPJ, Pluggo, Austin Shepard, and Tanner Lee, I'm Paul Zartman. Join us again next week as we kick out yet another podcast.